Hello everyone, I'm Sonic Sam. You guys know me. We have a special guest today. This is my friend John. Say hello, John.
Hi, nice to meet you.
John, go ahead and tell the people your age, John.
I am 61 years old.
This is an old man, guys. He's about almost double. Well, you are double my age. I'm like
I
30.
Yes, exactly.
So he is double my age. And tell me what was the big things when you were around, John? What was like the big things? What are you into?
Oh, I was into PlayStation and PC games like MechWarrior and also let's see, Flight Simulator back in the day. Well, when I started when I was with school, I was doing punch cards, which was long before regular PC games started. And my first games were I had to actually program themselves into the computer to actually play them.
So you guys clearly see, John here is an old man. This man clearly is not playing Honkai Star Rail. He's not playing any of these new things that came out in the last few years, really. Like this is all new to him. Even though you do know what anime is. You do obviously watch some anime and everything. So he's not into anime, but this is something definitely out of his wheelhouse. So this is gonna definitely be something interesting for him. So guys, this is gonna be John reacting to all the current launch trailers, character trailers, and patch notes and all that good stuff and everything. And hopefully we'll find him a new waifu, for, for his video. And that will be talking to you. By the end, we'll do a list of the top 3 characters you liked.
Okay.
And all that good stuff, because it's a lot of character trailers. That's the whole game. It's basically a gacha game, John, where it's a turn-based game where like Final Fantasy is your turn and the enemy's turn.
Right.
So obviously they make millions of dollars. Obviously, they do it by releasing characters that you have to roll for, and each character is approximately $100, basically, unless if you get unlucky.
Right.
Obviously, there's a pity set system. If you roll enough, John, you will get the character no matter what. But it's around if you go, because let's say you have to do 80 pulls, and every 10 pulls is like $4 or $5 basically. So in reality, it's like 50 to like $100 to get a single new character. So that's kind of how a gacha game works.
Okay.
Like
they got your money.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't really play any gacha games, do you?
No.
This is kind of John. If he wants to gamble, he'll just really.
Yeah, my last thing I played was Disney Dreamlight Valley.
I don't know what that is, John. But anyways.
Exactly.
So John, we're gonna start, guys. This is the official first launch trailer for the game, or the reveal trailer for the game. So I'm gonna put it full screen, and we're just gonna get into it, John. Yeah, I'll put it with the subtitles on too, just in case.
Oh, thank you.
The stellar in my body.
Are you trying to catch the stars? Many millennia have passed. Is this what Eurilo 6 has become?
By the way, this is a game for a phone, by the way.
For a phone?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you can also play on a computer like I do, because I'm not an idiot. But no, yeah. This is like PC. This is like phone graphics. This game is meant to be on the phone. Yeah, isn't that wild?
That is awesome. She has square feet.
That might just have been her shoes, John.
One of them is carrying a seed of ruin, which will bring about our end.
I remember when there was no movement in clothing.
John, that's really old.
Oh, it reminded me of Devil May Cry.
I forgot that thing. That's well enough for you to actually remember.
Humans never conceal their desire to control the heavens.
Redheaded.
So why would I?
Literally redhead. Yeah. I don't think anyone's hair is that red, John, in real life. So that was the official review trailer of the game. Cool. Yeah, can you believe this is a game that you're supposed to be playing on your phone?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think the game is like this game is I think it's like 5-6 gigabytes just on your phone. Which is wild, by the way.
I would have to just play it on my iPad or something.
Oh yeah. I feel like better, you know. I play on PC instead of on a phone because I'm not a psychopath. But you know, yeah. But any thoughts about this?
Because then I'd be looking like this.
So that was the review.
That was
Yeah.
wow, the
Very graphical, right?
movement and all that, it was awesome. Just the look of the whole world was something. You know, it's something that I would want to play.
Yeah, you know, you think that would be like a PlayStation 2 game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well that was just a trailer to introduce the game before it came out. Now they're gonna start introducing the characters. His name. Yeah, her name's March 7th. Yeah. I,
Whoa. I'm gonna take pictures of everything that's new to me. That way I won't forget about them. Huh? Hey, wait for me!
you can tell she clearly has a personality.
Yes,
Specifically.
she's cute.
Pom-Pom's gonna love this.
He's a very girl next door attitude, very like childish, very like pictures.
It's
Yeah, she's gonna be a content creator.
And okay, this was one of the like second, third trailers. More and more we get along with these trailers, they're gonna get more crazy, like full animations, level shit. A lot of this stuff,
Oh, damn.
a lot of this is inside gameplay, no animations. But in the future trailers, you can see you're gonna be able to see the difference between stuff.
Don't you know how to look good for the camera? Well, here's your chance to learn from the best.
I like a good bow and arrow.
And it blows up into little bunnies that freeze people.
That's cool.
Say cheese! So, what do you think? Hey,
Is that a
focus.
rabbit?
Oh, I don't know what that is actually. Actually, I have no idea what Paimon is. So okay. So
That's
that was
cool.
yeah. She's a very cutesy character.
Yeah.
She's
Like happy-go-lucky.
yeah, very like she's one of the characters you guarantee will get in the game no matter what. So she acts as your support tank. She gives somebody a shield, and that person is more likely to get attacked. So she's not the tank. She makes somebody into a tank. That's kind of her role, and then she just crowd controls basically.
Okay.
So everything. Okay, we're gonna a lot of these beginning trailers we're gonna see. These are 4-star characters that you're gonna guarantee get in the game. Later on, you're gonna get characters that are 5 stars and they're not guaranteed. So it becomes a very different situation. But like I said, that was most of that stuff was inside gameplay. When we go down, you're gonna be like, wait, this doesn't look like inside gameplay. But no, it becomes for animation, and you'll see by the time we get to the end, you'll be like, wow, those trailers became way better, longer and longer we went. You know, you can tell they started making more money and stuff.
Right.
Okay, so this is another character. This is Serval.
Keep up. I'm
Oh,
moving my
damn.
own tempo. Sound waves like dynamite send signals sky high. Strings of thunder make you lose your mind. Heartbeats will shake me so rules can't break me. Crank the sound and let your soul be free. The lightning strikes writing off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
Okay, what do you think her thing in the game is? Just based on what you saw.
She's a musician, so she has
Well,
a band.
obviously, yeah. Well,
She has a
obviously.
band.
Okay.
She fights with music.
Okay. Anything else you wanna put into this character? You think before I kind of tell you what the character is?
No, go ahead.
So Serval, Sobo's actually she's one of the so this planet they're on is called Jerul 6. Basically, this planet has been in an ever freezing snow. That's basically just cut everyone off, and they live in this planet. There's the overworld and then there's the underworld. She's on the overworld, obviously, because you can see the world and
Right.
everything. She's she's the sister of the general of this city that keeps everything in her. She's the sister. She's obviously a musician, obviously.
Right.
Her big thing is that she obviously fights with Katal, and in the game the role of her kit is an AoEer. She helps you AoE people down, basically. Like, oh, there's a lot of enemies, let me help do area effect damage to help clear them out.
Right.
She's not really a single target, it's AoE mostly, you know. And her
Right.
elements, obviously, because they also have elements in the game. Marchwa's ice, she's lightning. And that's also why most of the robots in the game are weak to lightning, so why she's finding thingy and da 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 and blah blah blah. But yeah, no, she's really cool. What do you, any thoughts about her design or anything?
I like the long boot.
Yeah, it's very rocker style.
Yes.
Like, it's like sexy but also like hardcore, you know.
And also on the guitar, the two little protrusions are pretty cool.
Oh yeah, because the industry source, right? Which is cool, right? You know, because you obviously you could tell this game is based somewhere in the future, right? On
Right.
Clearly, there's gravity through space. No, it's all in medieval times, obviously, John.
Yeah, all I could think of was Eddie Van Halen.
But you know, she's Servo, very cool character. Not super meta, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna go straight into the next character. This
Okay.
is Bailu. So just heads up.
It's hard to stay cool in this dry weather. External heat meets inner cooling. Internal heat meets outer soothing. And if you're still not sure,
Oh, she's got a tail.
here.
Lady Barley found it.
Obviously, we're going a whole different direction with this trailer. Clearly, clearly. I haven't seen some of these trailers in a long time, to be honest, as well.
I was gonna say something, but I didn't want it to be inappropriate.
John, she's a child, John.
I know.
Well, actually, that's not true. She's actually been alive for a long time, actually. It's one of those situations. I don't know if you know, she's a dragon.
You don't look so good. Although...
And this obviously is a new planet as well. If you can see, it's a completely new planet.
Yes.
Compared to the other one.
Great job, Rick. Time to go back.
Okay, well that was Bailu. Any thoughts on Miss Bailu?
She likes fish.
Oh yeah, what if you notice everything she's doing is something water based, right?
Yes.
But I believe she's electric, which is kind of odd. But I guess because she's a dragon,
Electric.
and then she's an electric element character, which is odd. Well, question: what do you think she fulfills in the game, based on what you saw? It wasn't obvious, unfortunately, in this trailer.
No.
So she's a healer.
Oh wow.
Remember she knocked
Oh,
them all
cause
down.
she brought him back.
Yeah, she's a healer. She's a
'Cause they were
healer.
down. She brought him back.
She's actually quite old. Because
Oh, okay.
it's one of those situations. It's like, oh, I'm a lolly dragon.
I gotcha.
Oh, I'm a lolly vampire. But you look like a
Right.
10-year-old. But
Right.
I'm 1,000 years old. It's one of those situations. Because, you know. But
Yeah, because vampires don't age.
yeah, right. So there's that. So that's Bailu. I'm sure you don't have too much. For this trailer, I consider one of the worst ones. Not the best one. But Bailu is one of the standard 5-star characters from the beginning of the game. When the game first came out, she's not too flashy. Plus, how do you make a healer flashy? Even though she does have 24 million views, by the way. Just
Wow.
saying. Any other thoughts about Bailu before we continue? Yeah, yeah, I mean, any
No,
other...
the tail just got me. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this game has a lot of different races. You'll see a lot of humans, but you'll be able to tell when they're not human. You'll be very easy to tell. Okay, now this is when we start getting to names I don't know how to say very well. Yang Zing, or whatever that name is right here.
Yes.
Yes. He's one of the first 5-star characters that ever. There was like 6 5-star characters or 7 5-star characters that came out when the game came out.
Okay.
So there's this one. Once again, we're on this one planet.
Just about maintaining your skills.
Another new place.
Test if you want to learn.
Well, no, it's that same place Bayou was from.
Oh, okay.
There's actually
Oh, wow.
only like 3 planets that exist in the game I know currently.
champion champion reporting.
Yejing.
I'm pretty sure the English voice actors don't even say the name out sometimes.
Clash of swords is all I need to get ahead. Strong adversaries make for strong improvements.
Yeah, swordsman.
Yeah, he's a sword dancer, whatever you want to call that style. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's not really the weapon, it's more about the swords themselves.
Right.
You know Japanese all, they're very like, it's not about just having power, it's very like technique, very fluid, formation.
No, that's cool.
That's it for today's practice. Sword sheathed.
Okay, any thoughts about that one?
I like that he can move around his swords.
Yeah,
like that.
he's like riding them and doing some cool stuff.
Right.
Okay, now what element do you think he is? Just what you saw. Can you guess?
Ice.
Ice, yes, because the swords are ice.
Yeah.
A lot of that, elements you can tell by, you can easily be able to tell by colors, very easily. Purple, that purple. What do you think that was earlier when you saw a circle? That purple, when you saw that purple lightning, right?
Yes.
So go down. Oh, it's
Right.
oh, they're doing a lot of red.
Red
They're
would
doing
be
fire. What
Yeah.
about green?
Green would be earth.
Yeah. Oh. In this game, it's
Or-
wind. It's
yeah.
wind. But yeah, something like that. You're gonna see that. Obviously, it's not that big of a deal because just some characters have different elemental weaknesses, and it's easier to kill them if you do their weakness. But you can
Right.
still kill them without it. Obviously, it's not like that. They were like Pokemon in that way, everything. But yeah, no, he's a very simple character. He's basically just a sort of. He's one of the trainees of the main general of this area, and he's obviously very skilled. Obviously, he's also a
Right.
5-star. He's a DPS character. He's really good at single target damage, not DPS AOE. More like I hit one person and I hit him hard.
Right.
He's I'm here to kill the boss situation, everything. He just has a unique thing where as long as he doesn't get hit, he does more damage and crits more often and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting character. I think he's okay, but I don't think many people use him, and he's not very popular in the game. You're gonna be able to very quickly tell who's popular in this game more and more we go down this hill. So, but he's not too popular, so don't worry about it too much. Okay, now we're gonna start getting to. Okay, we're about to do one more 5-star character that was on the standard banner, and then we're gonna start hitting the characters that they started releasing that are like, "Hey, you want this? Pay for it." Situation.
Oh, good.
Because at this point in the game, not many people have too much currency in the game, because the game hasn't been out that long. So we're gonna start hitting those characters. And you probably like this one. This is the redhead you saw so much.
Yes.
Her name's Himiko. Her voice actor is very good.
Endless possibilities and unknowns among the stars. Our journey is the process of pulling apart the threads of possibility to seek the final truth. I am Himiko, the navigator. Welcome to the Astral Express. The Express doesn't have a clear destination because every passenger's destination is unique. I'm sure we're about to embark on a fascinating journey together. I have something for you. Combat is a series of precise machinations. One at a time. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. I'm no exception. Trailblazing means that every step we take is a
drinking
step
tea.
closer to the stars. That is my answer. And your trailblazing journey has just begun.
Like the rose.
Yeah, she could tell she has like a specific gimmick going on here, right? You could kind of tell.
Mhm.
She has a specific gimmick going on. So, what do you think of Himiko, first of all?
I like her.
Very, very attractive
Yes.
character, right? Very
Very-
mommy.
yes,
Very
yeah.
mommy energy, right?
Yes.
Very. What
And
about her
I'm trying to
element?
figure out what kind of
Role she does?
because I saw the
mechs, the droids, the satellite laser.
the little spinning.
So, you
I
want to
was
give
trying
me?
to figure if it was a gun or
Yeah, she kind of has like devices. She has a lot of tech devices. She has droids. Her little things like a saw. She has like
Right.
a satellite laser. So, what are your thoughts? Just anything else you
I would
think-
have her as my character.
Okay, so Himiko, I guess this is a good time to tell you the story. So Himiko is the main, the navigator for the Astral Express. The Astral Express is this train we've been seeing in all the trailers so
Mhm.
far. It's a train. Basically, we meet her at some point, and we get on her train, and that's what helps us travel around the planet. And we're what they call a trailblazer. We travel the worlds and help them basically.
Right.
You know, Himiko's been with the Express for a long time. That's why she's a navigator. And that's why she's all like da 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 da. And anything to do with training, usually do this with her. So yeah, her role in the game is actually she's another AOEer, another area effect person basically.
Right.
She's there to kill the fucking characters, to kill the what's it called characters, all the smaller useless ones. And she's not very good at single target, very good at multiple damage. Unfortunately, I don't think she's that good in the game. Unfortunately, I do own her. I just no one uses her. I don't think I know many people that do. Except if you're a Himiko main, meaning that you just really enjoy her as a character and you use her no matter what, which I respect it. I have no hate. She's super fucking hot. I get it. Very mommy energy. But yeah, no, she's just a navigator. Nothing too crazy. They have another game that has a character very similar to this character. Looks almost just like it, and that person actually died.
Oh wow.
In the other game. So everyone sees her and she looks exactly like her, and so everyone's like, oh, she's back. Yeah, but no, she's a very attractive character.
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna officially get into some trailers where you can tell because you can tell when they want a character to be more popular than others because their trailer's just on another fucking level. They were just like, whoa, wait a minute, or like when you get.
What were you doing before?
Yeah. Or when when one character has 3 trailers, the setup you'll be able to tell. So this is gonna be Scylla. She was the first official 5-star character where you basically were, because what happens in the game is after the banner comes out, you have a set amount of time to pull on it before it goes away forever, or until they rerun it. Basically, they bring it back around, which can be a year, a months from now. Right. So she was the original first like premium character. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Her name is Scylla. So this is the
this is different.
Yeah, so this is the ice planet. This is the ice planet, but this is the underworld, the other side. There's the remember? Like Scylla was from the overworld. Right. This is the underworld.
Here they come again.
Quick, don't let her get away. It's a dead end. She's done.
Making trouble on Wildfire's territory? You guys got a lot of nerve. Still here? I'm afraid things just got complicated. Sometimes a sharp blade is the only way to get people to come to their senses. Did I ask for your help? Looks like you could use it. Let's make this quick. Don't tell me what to do. There's always a weakness. How about this move? Now for the one that slipped through the net. Stop holding me back, Overworlder. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Okay, there was clearly some jump in quality there compared to significantly. So
big time.
So let's go back to this. She even had a title called Scream, by the way.
Yes.
So this is Scylla. Oh, see, these are actually all the elements right here, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is Scylla. Any thoughts on Scylla? You say how fucking way more quality went up in terms of trailer, obviously, beside that.
Yes. Well, she is a beast.
Clearly, yeah. She clearly has a very like Reaper vibe, very assassin vibe, right?
Yeah.
Right. What about the color scheme? You could tell she's a premium character. Just the colors were insanely different, very bright, vivid colors.
Right.
Clearly. Anything else you want to talk about?
The colors are excellent.
About her character, is she up your alley?
She's getting there. Yeah.
Okay. So Silly is a quantum character. Means she's like quantum is just darkness. When I say quantum is just darkness, so think of it as just a dark damage character.
Right. Of course, it's under.
Yeah, and because you get it, because she's underworld. She's also an assassin. Her big thing is she fights with a sight, obviously, and she's very fast. That's why you kind of see like minor mirror images. She's just moving that quickly. The girl she was with is a girl named Branya. We won't have an official trailer. I don't think they ever released a official trailer for her. Both these characters, in the other game, the two characters that look just like these two characters were in relationships. Obviously, they're kind of referencing that here. they're not in the relationship in this game, but in the other game, I believe they were in a relationship. So they had very cute little interactions there. They also
Right.
this girl is a support character, and she's very good with Scylla. Basically, the best with Scylla. So, but going back to Scylla here, yeah, no, she's deep. She's a DPS character specifically for killing one person. But what makes her unique is that when she kills an enemy, she's allowed to move again.
Oh, okay.
So she's very like, I killed one, I gotta go again. So she can do some work. She was the strongest character in the game for like months, especially if you had that Bronner go with her. She's
Right.
extremely strong character, and it's very cool design and everything. Very nice. And she also had a thing where when you're in the overlay world, when you know there's a lot of enemies that you get to hit before they hit you before battle actually starts.
Right.
She had a cool thing where she could actually become invisible, so you can just run past enemies and not have to actually fight them you didn't want to. You know,
Oh, that's
and if
cool.
you did want to fight them and then you went invisible and attacked them, you would get a bunch of extra abilities in battle. That was, you know, so she's very interesting character, very premium. You can tell here, and everything, very what's called character. Okay, now going back a little bit, we're gonna go a little bit backwards here. We're gonna go to the, I believe this is the last regular 5-star character we're gonna have in terms of like it was released with the game. It's not a premium character. You can get this character basically anytime.
Right.
This is and just to let you know, this is Serbal's brother. So this is the one of the commanders, the big guy, the big guns. So you can imagine big giant military guy.
I'm a captain
Right.
of the Silver Main Guards. To serve the Supreme Guardian is my responsibility and my honor. Belobog is this planet's last bastion.
Is this hitting the military very prideful American man?
Yeah.
Indestructible shield.
Yeah, because you can see like the epaulets and stuff.
You will know justice.
Another ice ice character.
You're learning, John. You're learning.
Like a battering ram.
I'm here to the end.
Oh, that can't be good.
Only by becoming a shield for the people is one worthy of the title Architect. Trust must never be betrayed. Hopes must never be squandered.
Okay, see, you can tell when they're not that big of a character in the lore because that trailer was so simple compared to the other one. So go ahead. Any thoughts? Once again, this is Serbal's brother.
Right. So
Well, obviously blonde hair, blue eyes.
yes, but he doesn't fire the weapon. It's more like a ram.
Right.
It's something almost like it could be like a hammer almost.
Yeah,
a
right.
Extended hammer.
Right.
This
This is like the
I
guy.
do like the clothes.
Yeah, but this is like the first real male character we've seen so far. Really,
Right.
You know, is it hitting that point for you as a male character, big manly, or is that not your thing in terms of like characters you enjoy?
Well, I like the fighter. So,
Oh, okay. You're more like no, like this is more like paladin to like tank status. You're more like someone that's wearing like leather armor but has a
Right.
big sword or something.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so Casilla was more like, oh, this is what I like. Casilla was probably more of a warrior for you, and well,
Yes.
even though she feels more like assassin. So,
But I like assassins too. So
yeah, so like, tank is like okay, it's cool, but yeah. So obviously in the game he acts as a tank. He's a tank, but he's not only a tank. He also gives his whole team shields constantly. That's kind of his thing.
yeah, I heard about the shields. I saw this.
Yeah, so very shield based guy. You know, very manly, very what's it called. You know, there's not a lot to talk about him. He's just exactly what you think he's gonna be. He's like, I'm here protecting my planet, military man. That's basically it.
Right.
Serpo has way more personality than he does, unfortunately. He has not been in many things. I don't believe he's that popular of a character, unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
okay. So I think this is when the game was officially released, I think on the PS5 or the PS4. So this is another like launch trailer thing.
Oh, okay.
And then after that point, we start getting to the good stuff. We're gonna start hitting like patch notes. Like, oh, this is because right now all this has been in patch 1.0. So the game, this is all this stuff you've seen so far is just stuff that's been here since the game first released.
Okay.
You'll start getting into things of like, and then you'll start getting seeing continuations of story. You keep saying, oh, that's a new planet, and they'll kind of show you. You can see some story progression in the trailer. So. So this, oh,
Are
sorry,
they
this.
twins?
So yeah, that's the main character you would play as. If you're a girl, you would pick the female character, and then if you're a male, you play the male character. So just when you see them, just assume that they're the same person, but they're not ever
Right,
at the
it
same
just
time. It's
Depends
just
on gender.
yeah, what you pick. Those are the main characters.
Fields of ice, but hidden in starlight. Be well aware of roads we've gone by. Put yesterday's aside, meet the future head on. Now trailblazers keep credos in mind. One, stop staying within the lines. Two, we always align. Three, even if we don't get the upper hand, we'll fight for right. Four, never care and report hindsight. Five, let us light the night. Six, even when there are wills within wills, go ahead. Get it pulverized.
So that was a lot going on
Yeah.
there. A lot. There was a lot of
Yes.
characters
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters there that we will see the trailers for. So don't worry.
Okay.
So everything.
It was like, whoa.
But that was more like a introduction of like what's coming soon. Because this was before patch 1.1, the first official patch after the game came out. Because every new
She's
patch,
sort of like a magician.
no, we'll get to it. This is
Okay.
Casca. She's one of the
Okay.
she's the person you actually start the game with when you first play the game.
Okay.
Very different, and we'll get there. I'll just let you know
Okay.
right now. She's very popular, and you'll see why when we get there.
Okay.
She's probably up there in the top 5 most liked characters in the game. Just let that know. Her name's Casca though. So, okay, so that was the last trailer. I'm just like doing more with Destruction to the game. So now we're gonna officially go to the first now this is not a character trailer. This is a patch trailer. Like everyone's like, hey, we're about to update the game with new stuff. Here is, and every time they update the game, there's a new patch, meaning there's a new character that's gonna come out, new content, new stuff they add
Right.
on, so on,
Right.
new stuff, more stuff for us to do, more story stuff,
Yeah, I
so
understand that.
on. So this is the trailer for it. And also every trailer they kind of show you like, 'cause every time you get a new patch, there's like a new problem. Like, oh, now you're on this planet. Oh, something happened. And they'll kind of give you hype for it. So think of these as hype trailers.
Got it.
And each patch usually comes with 2 new characters. One for the first half, and then one for the second half
Okay.
of the month. Because each patch is about a month and a half to 2 months. Oh, I think
Got it.
I think it's a month and a half. So this is gonna get you hype. This is the best of it to get you hype.
This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf. Alright,
She's a little
let's
brat.
get going. We have to move quickly. Not what we're looking for. It's a bait signal. You can challenge the space station. But challenge me? Good luck. Welcome to Bellabog's History and Culture Museum. As you can see, the interior looks brand new. But we're in a bit of a bind. Our exhibit was stolen. Let me take a look. So these are the suspects.
Very cool man attitude.
Yeah.
Very,
Oh, I like that.
Settle this. Enough talk. Have at it.
Ta-da.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
See, that's on the show with the characters we saw in that trailer earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Is there any more? Okay, the rest is just showing in-game stuff like, oh hey, showing you the, because obviously that was a trailer to hype you for the patch. This is just showing you all the content that's going to the game in terms of like, like this is just the new end game. This is just, hey, this is a new little. Every patch is also little like fun side things you can do for fun, just to give you currency and other shit.
Right.
So what do you think of that? That was like hype you up for the next patch. What do you?
I'm ready for it.
Ready for it? Yeah, we had 2 new characters. They look
Right?
really cool. They're really cool.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about them too much because we're about to watch the trailers.
Okay.
And there's some key things I'm sure you noticed with both those new characters. You could obviously tell the 2 premium characters were. I mean,
Yes.
they were obviously right here. Obviously,
Yeah, since
next-
they're in the forefront.
yeah, you know.
And one looked like she was a detective.
Oh, actually, you're about to look for her name. This is Silverwolf. That's the little girl's name. You're gonna learn actually what she is real quickly. Actually, you'll be surprised. You want to make any guesses before we get in here about her? No. Okay. Well, because when you watch it, you'll be like, oh.
No, I get it.
Okay, you're about to see that. So what's iconic about this is that's their
Is
other
that like a Gundam almost?
Well, that's actually this is the game. This is their other game, and she's ironically playing a character that's supposed to be her in the other game.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a nice little reference to the people who
Right.
played their other game.
As for missions, I can do this in my sleep. Whatever. Let's get this over with. The Antimatter Legion? Interesting. Let's see. Just a couple of small fry. But I don't mind an easy mode run. I guess I can play a while. Warm-ups over. Easier than I thought. Why do low levels make the most noise? Wanna beat me? Come back in a century. All done.
Okay, clearly it was a little on the nose. What do you think she is, based on just everything you've been seeing? Whatnot? Based on everything you saw, what do you think she's into?
Gaming.
Right. There wasn't a lot of elements or things to show you. This was clearly just. This was obviously they knew what they were doing. This guy, they're like, no one cares about what she does. You're here for a little gamer girl.
Right, and she's a band player.
She's not. She's not in the game, but she obviously has that kind of look, right?
Right.
Okay. So basically, she's a Quantum character. She's also so she's a Darkness character, and she acts as a debuffer. She's a debuffer in game. So she's not really to do the dash. She's there to debuff the enemy, take the defense down, lower their attacks. What she does in game is something unique. Her unique thing is that, let's say you're fighting an enemy, you know, of anything that they're weak to, she can plant what she calls a bug on the enemy, meaning she can give them a weakness to an element that you have on your team. So she's very interesting like that. She's very unique. And she's also a hacker. That's also her thing. She's a hacker.
Right.
That's why she was hacking their thingy there to do damage to them. That's her big thing and everything. And she's from a planet that that's like a cyber world basically. Her planet, where she specifically comes from, is like a super cyber world, so that's why she's a top hacker. She's part of a group called the Stellon Hunters, which is what Kafka is also part of. We'll get to them more because there's only like 4 or 5 of them that we know currently in the game. They're like the not bad guys. They're like the anti-heroes. They're like, oh, we're here for us. Like they're not really doing bad things they want. They're doing bad things that only benefits them because it benefits them. So she's their hacker. And all that good stuff. That's kind of her aesthetic, everything. And yeah, that's just really it. You know, she kind of what you're looking for. She's a little too lolly for you. A little too lolly. A little too lolly for you, you know. But obviously, there's a thing for this one. Obviously, you could tell.
Oh yeah,
100%. Okay. Oh wait, what's my Lachart trailer? I'm actually missing a trailer here. Where is it? Okay, I accidentally put his trailer down here on accident. So I'm just gonna skip there and then go back. But. So this is the other guy's trailer, the blonde man.
okay.
We're gonna go a completely different tone compared to the other thing. Just letting you know, completely different tone. Very serious.
Days and years pass us like the wind. But the warning before
He
the
seems
journey
solemn.
still rings.
Yeah, very different compared to what we just saw, right? Very.
Guard your road. Remember your oath. Out among the stars, the undercurrent swells beneath the tide.
I do love that he's a fencer. He's like a very fencing style.
Traveling
Which is very cool. I kind of like that
Right.
style.
merchant,
On guard.
Yeah, and like very sway. Oh, that music though, just.
That which has been lost will be reclaimed. That which is seized must be repaid.
Reminds me of like Tekken music.
Very, right?
Fear not. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return. It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world. But I still need a pair of eyes to witness your promise.
Okay, so very different tone compared to Civil
Oh
War.
yeah, definitely.
Very different tone. Let me see if I get where he's there again. Okay. So thoughts before I start getting into his character.
He's very refined.
Very refined. I
Very
agree.
refined. He is a swordsman, and
What about his outfit? What do you think of his outfit? Very different.
it's
Is it?
it's guard-like, but not military.
Yeah, no. Clearly, it's like very, very. What do you call those? Like people that would wear light armor, but they were very good in their feet. So you don't.
Yeah, you needed light armor so that you could
Move
be
around.
swift.
Yeah, because especially what his style he's doing.
Yeah, you didn't want anything with metal.
And he also, what do you think he does based on just what you saw in terms of the game? Like what role he does? Is he a healer? Is he a tank? Is he DPS? What do you think? It's not very. Unfortunately, it wasn't very easy to tell there. Unfortunately. So this is more you shooting in the dark right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. More of a, because he didn't look like he was fighting much.
Yeah.
He looked more like a guard, like trying to protect.
We'll go to guess. It's not an easy guess, so don't worry. I'm not gonna dog you on this one. I'm not gonna be like you an idiot.
That's okay. You can call me what I don't know.
Okay. Well, first of all, his element. He's actually he's a harm. He's a
Is he a healer?
He is a healer. He is.
What made me think of it was the flowers.
Yeah. So he's a light character, so he does light damage. So
Okay.
very fitting, right? And he's a healer. He does a very unique thing where he can give people lifesteal in his team. So it's even kind of not just like heal, even though he can just be like heal. His is more like he removes buffs from the enemy because enemies can buff themselves. He does that. He heals your team, and you can give that entirety an AOE where every time they hit, they heal. So he's a very unique character, and he scales off attack. So his healing is actually, instead of scaling off HP or something odd, it actually scales off attack. So very unique character. I'm gonna go more into his character because he's very interesting. He's in the other game, he looks exactly like a character named Otto, which was a bad guy, but he wasn't bad in the traditional. He was more like anti-hero bad, where he's like, I'm burning the world down for the person I love, rather than it being like I hate the world. It's like
Right.
I'm doing what I have to for the person I care
You're
about.
doing it for a reason.
Yeah, and you can't, and it's very hard to default him for that. He's like when you care about somebody so much, you'll watch the world burn for that person. You
Right.
know? It's very that energy. So a lot of people look at him and think he's a really bad character. So a lot of in the past, everyone thought he was gonna be the main bad guy, but he ended up not being anything at all. He just ends up giving us the like, oh, you look like this kid that was a bad guy in the other game. Oh,
I'm scared.
Yeah, situation. But yeah, no, his big thing was Otto basically lost his girlfriend, the person he loves, and Otto would basically did all these bad things for the person he loves, and he gives him that energy. That's why he has a coffin on his back, basically.
Oh, okay.
Which is, I'm assuming that's why all those weird fucking veins came out, like thorns,
Right.
Very unique character, very good character. Well, he was the best healer for a very long time because he had a thing where if your characters hit their specific HP threshold, he would auto heal without wasting any type of movement, which was very good.
Yeah.
And when he healed the person, he removed debuffs off of them, which was very good. He was a very good character for the longest time. Probably the best healer for the longest time. Very good. Okay, we're gonna go back. Okay, now we're gonna start hitting to something a little more interesting here. Actually, I don't know if it's really worth it. There's some other lore stuff, like there's gods in this world. So for each different kind of like thing like for example, if you were like a solo hit one person, there's a name for that. You are called a hunt character. If you're a healer or a support character, you're from the path of harmony. If you're a tank, you're usually a path of preservation. That kind of exists, and there's different gods. I'm not gonna really make you what's a card to this. I'm just kind of show you. then I'm going everywhere now. Kind of show you just kind of how it is. There's different gods basically. Okay, this is true. Actually, this might be a good part. So it's just gonna go through the different gods, kind of show
Right.
you what they are. The main, they're called aeons,
Yet
what they're
the
called.
light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set and meet with vicious destruction.
So destruction characters tend to be like
Made
bruisers.
child of the world. The Lux arrow will descend to purge the wicked abominations. You must follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake. The Celestial One guards their secrets, plotting out the roots that connect all things. But they are silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know.
I don't care
where
for
the
this trailer too
stars
much,
are
but I just want you to see each god of each like path basically.
Right.
Staff strike the earth.
Oh, sorry. Healing is actually the abundance. I'm sorry, not harmony.
Once
Sorry, my apologies.
and again.
But what do you think the abundance? It means healing, obviously. It's very like
Right.
very,
Sprouts will grow
you
to
know,
the sky,
holistic.
and the dew that falls from their branches
very Buddhist is
Yeah.
it too. Very, very
Yeah.
oh the Indian one, the Shiva,
Yeah.
which I think is very cool. The everybody is like the debuffers. These are the
They
debuffers.
say that the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul, nor numb your stride.
So the debuffing god is a slime, which is very funny. I think that's very like on the
Gaze,
nose.
they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis.
And the first separation is a giant rock monster. I mean, of course it is,
Wow.
right? I mean, of course it is, right? The thing
Right.
about being tanky is a giant rock
Brr.
monster, very golem. Okay, this is the like
Harmony.
just this is more like I buff you characters.
They say, "Oh, you who have reached the end, enter into the paradise that envelops all. Join this great choir and feast. Listen to the beating of billions upon billions of hearts, holding you in their embrace." Look upon the courtesans.
Alright, this character is like the AoE character, very like jester-like, very jester-like,
Waves as they enter the dream.
and it's just a bunch of masks of different faces.
Shapeless prints. And finally, measure the
And then there's the
world
remembrance, which is like the
yourself.
counter control
Take
characters.
all such things to heart. This
Oh, is that
the
a whip?
path you should walk.
Or
No, that's the train. That's the.
oh, the train. Okay.
I don't know why it's in this thing here. I'm not really sure the term apply there, but I'm like it's fine. That's just kind of showing you the gods, and this is a girl named Black Swan. She's kind of showing you the. Talking about the gods and everything. She will be.
It's
She's.
almost like she has like tarot cards or something.
It is tarot cards basically.
Okay.
She's like a tarot card reader basically. Okay, now we're about to jump into patch the next patch, and let's just say we get another jump in quality. We're gonna see they start doing the full animated trailers for characters. So this is gonna be one based on so to get this hyping up for the next patch before going to one, because right now we're leaving patch 1.1 into patch 1.2 here. And you can tell they were like, oh, we go full animation now. We're going full animations.
She throws them.
The ice would give it away.
Heed this oath. As clouds that cover the heavens, will the knights protect the Cienjo. Draw!
Yes, Master. As clouds that cover the heavens.
Will the knights protect the Cienjo?
Clearly, there's a story going on here. Clearly,
She's the bad girl.
the red eyes give it away.
Hold firm.
Trying to see the story
Oh,
here.
training.
Training him,
Let
yeah.
blacken their
Teacher, the student, and the teacher.
The master and the apprentice. Now that's what I like, swordplay.
Hell yeah, good sword play.
I love swordplay.
doesn't recognize us.
So it is with the Mara strike. To become stricken with Mara is to be a long-life species. If I too become stricken in times hereafter, you must not hold back.
Yes, Master.
So clearly, whatever sickness happened, she obviously got it. It's crazy the jump in quality here in terms of thing. Really good jump, right?
They got new animators.
So this character is the character that's gonna be on the new patch of the 1.2. So obviously they're trying to make him very likable.
Oh, that's cool.
Instruction. I will pay this strike.
What do they call it when it's like you're
I think she's gone.
no, I'm thinking of like because I'm part Indian, I have a spirit god.
Oh yeah, I'll
Like-
explain that when we get there. I'll explain that. Don't worry.
9,997, 9,998,
My arms are tired.
9,999, 10,000.
A Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon, nor let slacken their form. Though, you'll have to grow a little taller before the knights will have you.
I want to be like you, General. I want to be a famous Yenjo legend.
You do. It is a difficult road.
But that's the road you took, right, General?
No.
Seeing as you're so full of fighting spirit,
Yeah. I won't hold back.
Very, very Japanese with the
Yes.
student thingy. Okay,
Yeah.
don't watch cut anything just yet. We're gonna watch now. That was just a animation just to tease off the next patch. We're about to actually watch specifically that guy's character, the
Okay.
Thunder guy,
Cool.
and then we'll kind of talk about him because there's a lot to unpack there for you, John. So don't worry, don't worry. Oh, did I not? I actually clicked it
Go.
twice. My bad, guys. Okay, but we're going back to the game in-game cutscenes now.
so, have you decided yet?
Your turn, General.
Bold indeed. Kids these days. A little too naive.
So if you haven't picked it up, this guy is a general.
Yes.
It is
Very.
a warrior's game.
Oh Lord.
Singular encounters with endless possibility.
Arbiter. So that's the field of battle.
I do like how he fights with a
Yes.
halberd. Very cool
I
style.
think- yeah. Now that would be what I would want to play.
Yeah, so like that. Oh, just wait. It gets even better. It's even better, John.
Here is thunder.
Very Zeusy. Very Zeusy.
Victory. Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirits heed my word. Show no mercy.
That music though, they go hard on this music. Very.
Yeah.
Have you memorized all that?
Yes, General.
Very good. But only when you've forgotten it will you be ready.
What? So then... Huh? General, you're stealing pieces again.
Yes, I saw him holding.
the whole time. So, going back to him now. Okay, what you had to say before I start going into it? It's a little bit to explain, but I will explain it for you.
Okay.
Well, first, you want me to, or you want to say anything before? Very
Like I
cool.
said, this is the character that I would want to play.
Yeah, this is like no waifu based. This is more like this is my character I want to play, just in general. Okay, very warrior like,
Yes.
not like think like I think. Okay, well, first, what element do you think he is, based on what you saw?
He is a fire element.
No, it's
No.
actually lightning.
Oh,
Makes sense, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say lightning, but then I was thinking of the red, and I was thinking fire.
Some of the colors they do shit like this where they did the colors kind of weird, but I guess it's because that thing is like yellow. I guess that's why they didn't go with the purple color.
Oh, lightning. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is he's the general of the second planet, which is like a ship planet. It's a ship that's so big that it's basically its own planet.
Right. So
Basically-
like Death Star.
Yes. So basically, he's the general. The person he was fighting before, which was the Ice Girl, that was his teacher. She was the original general, and she was the old sword master. He was her student. And,
Trained, right.
Yeah, and clearly based on the other trailer, there's some type of thing going on called the Mora sickness, being called monostruck, where people are basically becoming like berserk. But on this planet, it's kind of interesting. On this planet, people live a long time, like
That's
hundreds
why
of
her
years.
eyes turned red.
Yeah, so basically, people on this planet, they live a long time. They can live hundreds of years, but I don't think the story on this one is kind of harder to understand, even for me to explain it. I don't even fully understand it, but basically, it's like longer you live, it's like you highest chance you become monostruck. When you're monostruck, it's hard to kill you. You basically almost can't die, but you're also not yourself anymore. You're insane, basically. Obviously, they saw one of the soldiers become monostruck, and they dealt with it, but then eventually she became monostruck, and he had to take care of it.
Right.
What he's using is something called the Thunder Lord. It's like a stand. You know what? You heard of JoJo Bizarre Adventure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like think of it like a stand. Basically, it's not one of the Aeon gods. It's a stand. It's like a separate thingy. He was able to,
Right.
a god, kind of use the god's like power, which is like Zeus, very Zeus-like, and he strikes people down. In the game, he acts as a AoEer, and what's interesting about him is when he takes his turn, he puts the Thunder Lord on the turn list, and when the Thunder Lord turn comes up, it comes out and just does a giant AoE. So all his moves just powers up the Thunder Lord, and more hits he's done.
Right.
When the Thunder Lord, it comes down and just does a shit ton of damage. Unfortunately, he's not super good. He was pretty good at the time, but he's
Has become kind of evil.
not great. AoE people in this game aren't great because some other characters became better at AoE than the AoEers. In the game he would still be very good. He's just not top tier, not meta. But he would definitely be like you could basically beat the game with anybody. It almost doesn't matter. But he's definitely not meta. He's like second, third tier, not first tier. Which if you're not playing first tier, you're trash. Clearly. Okay.
But I like the character.
Yeah, very cool character, right? Okay, now we're gonna officially get into the 1.2 patch trailer.
Okay.
So we're getting story stuff again. We
Got
saw the Lotcha guys, the Civil War stuff.
Right.
A lot of the patch will keep doing story stuff for each one. Like the first planet you go on is the ship and the ice planet. So Civil War was dealing with the ship planet, the ship stuff, and then Lotcha was on the Chinese planet, obviously.
Right.
So we're gonna once again now go to our patch where it's gonna introduce more things, more story stuff, and you'll be able to piece them together and be like, oh, this is a clear story going on here. So, I fucking did it again, John. I did it again, John.
This game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze
Once again, remember
Was
she's
that a
she's
wanted poster?
yeah. Once again, remember she's a criminal. She's a
Right.
criminal.
That was a wanted poster.
Strained by previous
She's the one working with Civil War.
Oh damn. Multi-talented.
So clearly she has some type of point in this story.
Yeah. Oh crap.
Very pretty planet, I admit it. Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Another Chinese.
Same planet, same ship like
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah. Bonsai tree.
Oh, okay, now we're getting more characters that we haven't seen before that are coming out.
Oh, that's cool.
Very pretty colors, like those fighting styles.
Release your full potential.
Release the hounds.
Carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor. Has coming here triggered your memory.
Each one of the obviously showing up new areas you get to explore and
I
stuff.
like this. I'll be underwater.
You, and you. All three of you are staying right
Damn.
here.
Oh, we're getting characters versus characters? Okay.
Change the world with the present.
I will shroud you to despair, suffer, crumble, turn on one another, and destroy that which you love with your own hands.
Okay, there was a lot. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
A lot to unpack there. Okay, so let me kind of explain this. So this new patch, obviously, he came out, obviously. Blade came out, and then Oblivion Luna came out, which was oh no, he came out next patch. This patch, it was Blade, and it was Blade and him, which we'll see Blade's trailer in a second. We will get there. But, and so basically, the patch has added more stuff to his story. There's a lot of monostruck going on. So basically, this guy right here, we have Dong Heng. Basically, he's a reincarnation of one of the big people from this Chinese planet. So even though he doesn't super remember what he did, his old self did when he got reincarnated, the old version still exists, and people on this planet are trying to make him atone for his crime. And that Blade guy is looking for him. That guy that had the cool looking blade wants to kill him, basically.
Right.
Wants to kill him and all that good stuff. And obviously some other shit happens, and they have to take care of it. Nothing too crazy. And obviously Kafka has something to do with it, and you realize why Kafka has stuff to do with it, in a little bit. But so we're gonna go into the first character, which is Blade. There, which is the guy with the cool looking blade, very what's called like, and he has a very interesting kit. Another full animation, crazy bullshit. This is definitely one of the better trailers, I'll admit. Blood Lotus is very cool, very cool. Also, I just want to say, name called Blade, that's so fucking sick. Come on. You better be a badass.
They declare me guilty. Yet their sin is greater. They've fallen too far for their lofty Xianzhou ships.
Very bad character, obviously.
Dark and light. Good and bad.
Very like, I'm gonna kill you guys, right?
Until your sin is cleansed, my vengeance will pursue you.
A little Harry Potter there.
Yeah, very right. So I'm pretty happy with this. Is a good place to stop there. Okay, well, first of all, very different style character. We went from all these waifu bait characters, and now we're going to the men,
Right.
the boys, right?
Right.
Any thoughts about this character? You want to be like, oh, okay, you want to put it on me before I start describing him. He is very significant to the story, though. Very significant. Anything you want to say about him? Just, it could be anything, like, oh, he has cool eyes, or his dick is huge, or whatever you want to say.
I liked his outfit.
Very, very cool outfit.
Yes.
Very light, not armored at all.
No.
It's kind of the opposite.
Yeah,
actually.
it's like just clothes.
Just clothes. What do you think he does in the game?
He's like a protector.
Interesting guess. I definitely did not get that vibe from the trailer, but good, interesting guess. Okay, about his element. Let's try there. Which it wasn't
Element
very...
is fire.
No.
Why not?
Yeah, they did not show in the trailer. I don't know why. So let me go. So first, he's a wind character.
Wind.
I don't know why. Makes no sense. Whatever.
Okay, I did not get that.
Second of all, he's actually a DPS character, and he's a destruction character. Destruction characters are like bruisers. His big thing in the game is that he consumes his own HP to do damage. So the lower he is, the better. He's very I want to be low HP because I want to do he does
More
more damage.
damage.
Very those kind of characters. So in the story, if you look at his eyes are also red.
Yes.
Who else had eyes was red in the last trailer we saw?
The girl.
And what was she? She was obviously afflicted with something, right?
Right. She had a disease.
Yeah. So Blade here was the patient zero of that disease.
Oh, okay. Sort of like COVID.
Yeah, he was the original patient. So being monostruck means you basically can never die. So you're constantly meant to be like what's
So
called?
you're like a living dead.
Yeah. So obviously more other people that were monostruck, they can die eventually. Like, be killed so many times. However, Blade, his big thing is that he wants to die.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's been doing what he's done for a while, and he's ready to go.
Great. But yeah, talking back to Blade, so he's monostruck. He was but since he was patient zero, his monostruck is so bad that he's trying to die and he just can't.
Right.
He just can't. He's trying to die. He's also part of the Stalin Hunters, which that means he's grouped with Kafka and Civil War. And obviously, he's only there because the whole thing with the Stalin Hunter is that there's someone called Ilio who somehow predicted the future and is basically saying, hey, this is what's gonna happen. And they were kind of acting as to make sure that whatever the future that person sees, make sure that happen. And each promised each one of them something. And they promised Blade that he would get what he wants. Does Elio whatever? So he's obviously humping something. Otherwise, he wouldn't help them because he's obviously insane.
Right.
Obviously. So everything. But yeah, no, his big thing is that since Dong Heng had something to do with the Z's, that guy with the staff, he blames him and he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Or you're gonna kill me, hopefully.
Right, exactly. Please kill me.
Yeah, so he's that attitude. Very interesting character, very manly character. I like him. Unfortunately, I ended up not getting him. I ended up going with someone else instead. So, but yeah, no, that's him. Okay, so before we start going into the next patch trailer, you're gonna finally get to meet Kafka. Kafka was the original first character you played in the game. You see her a lot in cutscenes. She's very mommy energy. She was basically the community's favorite character for the longest time. Everyone was just waiting for her to come out. Very hero character, and you're gonna see her. She also has some of the best trailers, but she's very ancestral into the thing as well because she's the main kind of like the leader of the Stalin Hunters, and she just has a lot of mommy energy and tends to be there every time the plot needs like a villain. So she's very good at that. So you get to meet her, and for a lot of people, this is everyone's waifu. Oh, sorry, John.
Thank you.
You could have just called. You could have just told me, John. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm retarded. I'm so sorry. You were playing the call.
That's okay. I'm going. What's different? That's a coin.
So they're not like captures go. They're like when you see her, shoot on sight.
Don't be afraid. Listen to me. Wasn't it you who invited me?
Oh, damn.
Oh, very Puppet Master like.
Yeah.
Silk is too fragile to be a threat. Unless
She's
you're
like
more
a
fragile than the
spider.
Yeah, it's very spider. Very like. I hide until I'm ready.
Is that assassin?
Very assassin like. Very. And very lot like I'm gonna just talk you out very much like I kill you.
A female John Wick.
That's a great way to describe that, John. Great way.
Destiny has thousands of faces. Why does it choose to wear this one?
The outfit has Spider-Man vibes.
Stealing a glance. Now then, where are you hiding? Sooner or later, the curtain has to fall. As for the ending, wanna take a guess?
Oh, I guess clearly guessed the wrong.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
What's your answer?
So that was definitely a jump. That was definitely a
Yeah.
jump in terms of
Yes.
animation.
Yes.
So what thoughts before I start breaking this bitch down for you? And I'm gonna call her a
Well,
bitch. I want to make that very
yeah.
clear. She's obviously a little, definitely not the good guy.
No, I like the laser. What looks like laser,
Like
beams.
spider webs, yeah.
spider webs, and the spider gloves, and also
You have a lot to say about this character. I guess this one piqued your interest. Which, first of all, they definitely build her up quite well, obviously.
And I like the fact that she has the coin. I like the coin.
Very interesting. Very.
Yeah.
You're right. She's very John Wick, very well trained. Obviously, no big superpowers. She's just
a badass with weapons.
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else to say before I start breaking her down for you?
No, that would be another character I would like to play.
What element do you think she is? It wasn't obvious, but there was color. There was a color kind of shown a bit. Think of the color. What color was everything she was using?
It was black.
Was it?
I saw a lot of black because
Okay.
her outfit had black.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna help you at all.
No.
Okay, let me explain it for you. Okay, so Kafka, once again, is one of the main people for the Stallion Hunters, which just a group that I'm following a guy, once again, named Ilio, or person named Ilio, because Ilio obviously knows the future, or some weird shit, so they're just making sure that happens. They very much anti-heroes. They do what they do for themselves. They're selfish. Kafka is a lightning character, because it's very thunder-like colors and stuff. It's obviously an assassin. She's using guns and swords, and very, like...
Yeah, I think I'm going to have an issue with the...
and she has
learning
also...
the...
Yeah,
those elements.
And in the lore, she's very interesting. She's able to use like her psychotic powers to actually help you to charm people, to take control of them and do what she wants. That's why in the thing she was very much like she didn't have to fight any of those guys. She just made them fight each other.
It's like a Jedi mind trick.
Yeah, kind of thing. Very what's called. And she's from a planet where the people on the planet cannot feel fear. That's why she doesn't go to assassin.
Right, because you're not worried about dying. She's
unable to feel fear. Unable to feel any type of fear, John. That is significant.
It's like, whatever.
Yeah, like...
I'm going to kill you and you're not going to do nothing to me.
Yeah, I'm not scared. Oh, there's no scare in there.
I'm not scared of you.
No fear, John. No fear. No fear of death. No fear of anything.
No.
So, in the character, she's kind of interesting. She's a character that, so each element is able to put dots, different type of side effects. You know, each element does different side effects. Like the side effects for ice is they get frozen for a turn. Side effects for fire is they take fire damage every turn. Instead of waiting for every turn, her big thing is that she's able to make all those dots go off all at once instead of waiting for each turn, which makes her. So that's kind of her thing. She's like a
when she went.
Yeah, like kind of like thing and everything and all that stuff. So it's a very interesting kit, very popular character, extremely popular, and I believe still very good. She's the only really big dot enabler in the game. Basically, if you want to run a dot team, you need her on your team. Basically, so very what's called. So next one is another. It's actually more like a lore trailer for her, kind of in a way. So, but we're going straight back into the big animation. Back into the animation.
How do you plead? The crimes you have committed are beyond pardon, but the Japella Brotherhood respects every individual's entitlement to the afterlife. Admit your guilt.
Batman.
And embrace your punishment.
I'm listening.
How do the Stellaron hunters plead to the following accusations? You breached the premises of the Tatooine Universal Auction, manipulated the guests, decimated the artistic treasures under the gaze of a devout audience, inflicted monetary damage amounting to over 860 billion credits, and absconded with the auction item. How do you plead?
Guilty as charged, but not a devout audience.
You infiltrated the cyber prison of Inupis, stole the Sigma Rod to deactivate the firewall, allowing a flood of data demons to enter reality, consequently propelling the world toward a judgment day, all in order to take the meta code. How do you plead?
I admit it, but those data demons deserve a taste of freedom.
She really does not give a
You
fuck.
violated the ring world Golconda, disseminated the Philosopher's poison virus across all colonies, causing 46 million inorganic entities to turn into rampant machines, and stole the steel core from Golconda's point of gravitational equilibrium, silencing the entire world. How do you plead?
Oh? Sounds like a page out of the Japella Brotherhood's playbook. But sure, we took the thing.
The Trovis disappearance. The Lore 51 Stellaron event. Cyber attacks against planet Skrulum. The Pierpoint incursion. And so on. A total of 46 criminal cases. Do you admit that all these malicious incidents were the work of the Stellaron Hunters?
Wow.
If you ask me, it seems like the Annihilation Gang has their fingers in quite a few of these pies. But
Dagger.
I confess, it seems you forgot one though. The Japella Rebellion.
Mad Max.
I know, right?
You should really stop playing with your food, Kafka.
I know. Next time. This time, it's already too late.
So very different trailer compared to the other one.
Yes.
Obviously, lots of story there, you know, and everything. So that was the last Stellar Hunter. That man, that person in the mech suit was the last Stellar Hunter. Oh, the only one, the other one we know of. So big deal, you know, obviously, because he broke Kafka out and all that good
Right.
stuff. Even though I don't think Kafka really gave a shit, to be honest. She clearly was just like, you know, there's not really more. There's really not much to break down there. That was clearly just like lore shit, you know, lore shit. And man, we're about. Oh yeah, see, because a lot of, unfortunately, after this point, they don't do too many more anime trailers like that for the lore. It's mostly just character trailer, because they just start releasing characters. Because we go like almost like 5 months without any like new like planet. It's more just content for the current planets and new
Right.
characters, which is unfortunate. But when we do finally hit a new planet, it's a big deal. They go hard, and we'll sit there when we get there, because now we're just gonna go through like 5-8 videos of just character trailers. So
Okay.
all short videos, not too much to explain, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, John, want to go to the next trailer? So this is this is the patch 1.3 trailer. What we're at currently right now is patch 2.2. So we're actually
Wow.
almost there. Almost there. We're getting close to being fully caught up with the game. And you can tell we're only 9 months away from
Oh wow.
finish out.
Okay.
So this is the trailer
They'll
for
have a baby in that.
what the fuck. So this is the hype trailer for the next patch.
We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars.
I don't know if you're a furry
She has a
person
tail too.
because she's a fox character.
Yes.
Before you
So if you're a furry, John,
I know this girl who wears a tail.
a furry, you mean?
I must attend
No.
to some Cloud Knight matters.
Oh, some new character, another new character, obviously.
Oh, I like that. I like the pink.
And purple, very.
Yeah. Okay, purple. So that's a sign.
You know that I'm a descendant of the Lawfu Vidyadhara.
Oh, cool.
You witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
I do like how his spirit literally just becomes water, just literally.
We added a few things to the simulated universe.
No, there's a little.
Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big.
Oh, I like him.
Oh, we actually don't even have him in the game yet.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
We call it simulated universe. The swarm
Oh
disaster.
wow.
So they added new in-game content, more
Oh,
new
I like the glove.
more new enemies to fight. Very cool. A lot of these other side characters are 4 stars, so they don't get a full trailer, unfortunately. But you probably can notice these are all 4 stars, so no one really cares because you can easily get them.
Yep, wears glasses.
So clearly, you probably didn't see much story stuff there,
No.
and that's because there wasn't. This was
They
more,
were just showing people.
this was definitely a filler patch. We got just a bunch of new like event things we can do. Some two new characters, but they were all characters we already talked about. This is the only character we haven't talked about. And we'll talk about more in the trailer, but it's not gonna be much to talk about. It's very simple
Right.
to describe her. Okay, first we're gonna go to Don He, the guy Blade wants to kill, the guy who's been with us and everything.
Right.
The dragon guy, basically.
Imbibed of Lune, successor of the Azure Dragon, commander of the clouds and the rain, tasked with watching over the ambrosial arbor. In reckless arrogance, invoked the transmutation arcanum.
That's cool.
I know you really like that very Japanese thing, right?
Yeah.
Punishable.
They look like a set of leveler binds.
Yes.
Nice. Water dragon.
The consequences are
So this
mine.
is his. So originally Donkey was a 4-star character. They made him. They gave him a new form that you could roll for, and this is his 5-star version.
Fantilia, if you wish to obstruct me, you'll have to do better.
Very different in terms of blade, right? Very light, very.
Wow.
Celestial dragon, break.
So, you now presume redemption is within your grasp.
I stand here to fight for a new life. Delve hidden moon, world cleansing dragon.
I like yin and yang.
I'm glad you're getting a lot of these
Sorcerer
references.
vibes.
Yeah, very right.
You really think you have a choice this time?
So thoughts about this character from just what you saw? Very different compared to Blade, right?
Yes.
Very
I
different.
enjoyed the water, all the water effects.
Yeah, right. Very. What's it called? So what element do you think he is?
Water.
Well, there's no
No.
water in the game, unfortunately.
But
But that was a good guess. Very good guess. He's a light character. He does light damage because of course he's so much. But water was good. The water doesn't exist unfortunately in the game, which makes no sense. But that was a good guess. I'm not even gonna hate you for that one.
Okay.
But he's a destruction character. He does
Because of the dragon, or
Well, I guess his big thing is that he does a lot of AOE. He does a little AOE damage. He doesn't eat his own HP. Instead, he eats your team's turns. You're like, hey, I'm gonna get 3 turns to this guy, basically, so he can just blow up the field. Basically, he's very much
Okay.
that character. He was the most meta character for the he ended up being the one that dethrone Sealy. Sealy
Okay.
was really good at single target, but not that great at AOE. He basically did both. He would just eat your team's thing. So he's a very greedy character. You want to have all your other teammates that don't need many turns and just support him while he does the damage. Buff him, heal him, all that good
Right.
stuff. Very
Make sure
strong
he's-
character.
Make sure he's alive.
Yeah, and there's not much to talk about him. He ends up being one of the first characters you meet in the game too, as well, with March 7 and stuff.
Right.
He's very normal, very to himself. They give little hints that there's something else going on with him until we get to this point where you're like, oh shit, he's really an reincarnation of this big powerful guy from this thing, and then obviously he becomes that big powerful thing, and everyone's like, oh, who knew, and all that shit. Not much to say. You kind of already know about him. Blade wants to kill him. He ends up being one of the reasons why that Mars truck exists, and that's why Blade's like, oh, I hate you, da 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 da, and blah blah blah. So not much to say. Very interesting. Now we can get to that pretty purple girl that was pretty.
Oh yeah.
Fallen petals bed the ground. All is preordained. And what is seen through the omniscia is destined to be realized.
Very stellar,
Doctor
right?
Strange.
All elements of the
That's a really good guess too, actually.
The future sits within my reach. As clear as daylight,
Her name's Fu Swan. Fu Swan.
woes of many morphed to one. Nova burst. Shun by hearts. The omniscia sees through you. The cycles of yin and yang never cease. I'm late. Sorry, Lady Fushuen.
Oh, clumsy. Are those tiles?
Oh, they're like from that one Japanese thing.
Yeah, they're.
Lady Fushuen. Delving into the way of the world, scrutinizing the universe's entirety. Though all things in the universe have their own inherent principles, the choice between weal and woe lies in our own hands.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so you're probably not gonna get many good guesses there because they did not kind of show you exactly what anything she is at all. So I'm trying to get a good thing of her. This is probably, oh my god, that's not great at all. All right, well I don't know if we get a perfect shot of her. That's a good shot of her right there. So thoughts? Yeah, I know.
Reminds me of kind of like a wizard.
Yeah, very much right. Very Doctor Strange. That was a very good
Right.
guess.
Um,
Very
With-
lolly-like,
with-
another
with-
lolly-like character.
right, with purple. I remember you said purple, but I can't.
Well, first of all, what element do you?
purple is? That's what I'm thinking with purple.
Yeah.
Is
I mean, at this point, the element guesses are just for fun.
I
Really.
can't. Yeah, I can't think of the element.
So she's it's quantum, so it's darkness. So you would think it would have been lightning most likely, but no, it's darkness.
No, because you said blue was.
And she's a fortune teller. That's
Oh,
why she
okay.
has the third eye. Very.
Right.
What question? What do you think she does in terms of like the game? Like, what does she add to
Is
it?
she a healer?
Good. Yeah, very good guess. She's actually a mix of a healer and a preservation tank / shielder. So basically, her thing in the game is she's able to give the team a buff, and I think it's like for that turn or two, any damage the team would have took, she does that little platform thing where it goes back, and any damage they took, everyone heals instead, and then she gives them a shield and stuff like that. She does a lot of that stuff. Not a full healer and not a full shielder. Very in the middle ground, but she's definitely more of a supportive character. She's not going to be doing all the damage. So that's a big thing, is that in the story she's one of the generals, like helpers, obviously, because she can see the future. That's a really good person to have as a leader.
I know what's coming.
Yeah, and she does a lot of that. She ended up being one of the main people to help capture Kafka because she could see the fucking future, literally.
Right.
So the point of the story, when Kafka is all shooting her guns, and she's able to perfectly turn the bullets in midair and perfectly come and capture her, basically. Because she's a fortune teller, she can see the future.
Yeah.
She just has a lot of like tsundere moments. And that girl that fell on the ground is like one of her workers. And that with that little girl was a 4-star, and that little girl's big thing is that she plays the little thing in the actual game.
Yeah,
she plays
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah, I remember it. But the cool thing is that in that game, if you get 3 of a block, your next attack does a bunch of extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
But it's every time you try to flip one and it's not, it's taking turns from your team, basically. So she's a gotcha character in the gotcha. She's like, you're literally playing gambling.
Playing with your life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, no, see, there wasn't much to explain. That's all there really is to her character. Unfortunately, popularity, I think she's like a mid-tier character in terms of popularity. In terms of meta, she's like second tier. She's pretty good. So, okay, so that's the end for this. We're going straight into my favorite patch. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why we're very excited for the next patch. I'm quite excited for the next patch. Because, sorry, that's fine.
Okay.
My favorite,
I have another ear.
Yeah, my favorite character comes this patch. And obviously, it's someone we've seen before in the story.
Yes.
Obviously. And obviously, she's not dead if she's obviously here.
Obviously.
Obviously. So, I hope you're hyped for this, because this was my favorite. This was one of my favorite patches.
Happy for your character.
Well, you better be. She's Ice Mommy. She's best girl.
It's the house of.
So this is one of the events in the game you have to play as. So all the enemies we've been seeing, right? This is a nice little cool little event they did in the game where you can fight those enemies, you catch them, and you fight with them against like Pokemon against their. So it's basically just Pokemon in this game. They added it as a fun little event, and it was actually really good. All the monsters
it added good to it.
Yeah, just to like fun.
Oh wow.
Obviously, one of the new characters we're gonna be seeing soon. This girl with white hair. Very Pokemon tournament. My Pokemon against your Pokemon.
Yep. Oh, nice. The pig. I like the pig.
Very Ash Ketchum. Very my Pikachu, basically.
Yep.
And we're going back to the ice planet for more lore.
Yeah.
It's really cool that they go back to old planets to continue the story. Oh, now we're going back to Luofu now, the Chinese planet.
Oh, I love the dragons.
This will be the last you see of me.
So okay, this was the original Old Soul Master, one of the strongest people on this planet.
Blade of Moonlight. High Cloud Quintet. It is time to say goodbye.
So a lot to unpack there. A lot going
Oh,
on
wow.
there. What?
Who is this one?
Which one? Oh, you actually really like her. So she's a 4-star character. So we didn't really
Okay.
get to see her, but we might go back and check it out for you.
Okay.
So basically, she's a streamer. She's literally just a streamer girl. She has that streamer attitude, like, oh yeah, she's always live streaming on her phone and doing a lot of this stuff. She's very that kind of character. She's just a fire dot character. She's really good at Kafka. She's a 4-star, so she doesn't get a full trailer. But I think you really like her attitude because she's basically just a Twitch streamer, basically.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There you go, boys. There
Here's
you
my
go.
redhead Twitch streamer.
Okay, well, first before I start going into each of these, because the 2 new characters, actually came 2 batches ago. Since she was a 4-star, we didn't really.
Right,
know.
too much.
But we might go back to her if you end up being more interested. We might go back to her
Okay.
and everything. So first now we're gonna do that the Ice Girls
Yes.
trailer, because now she just got released the game to be played as. So obviously she's here. That means she didn't get killed by what's his name. So we'll talk about that after the trailer. But this is one of my favorite trailers. Some of my favorite music and some of my favorite everything. Very good trailer.
Less trials. The darkening mists shroud the
Sailor
radiant
Moon.
moon. Bound by
Also, there's something new about her too. If you noticed that, she didn't have a blindfold before, but now she
No.
does.
Yeah.
yet still powerless.
Yeah, she had it in the trailer.
With this blade as my core, the inner self is purged.
Zingaloo?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to say her name. I just call her Ice Mommy, honestly. It's literally what I just call her. Everyone should know what I'm talking about. Clearly she's not monostruck anymore because she can talk and be normal.
Right.
Or something obviously happened where she
Happened.
is. Something happened, obviously.
Right. She was released.
No matter how you try to cleanse it,
Oh, maybe the covering covers her red eyes.
return with the snow.
No, we'll talk about all that, John. We'll talk about all about that, John. Don't worry. Obviously, ice. I mean, I don't think I
Yes.
have to.
Oh, no, she had blue eyes. Let's go. Oh, there they are. They're red. Oh, damn.
She's definitely not sparing people.
No.
And so I wield my blade to the very end, until the stars have been cut down from the sky. This oath I will never forsake.
Tarred and feathered them.
Yeah, very different trailer compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Very different. Well, first let's talk about her. Go ahead and tell thoughts before I start going. I could just go hard on this.
Yeah, she's definitely a mommy.
Definitely mommy. Definitely not like Kafka mommy. This is
No.
like no like
Yeah.
Kafka will like play with you and then kill you. This girl's like no, you die.
Oh, you're dead.
Thoughts? Well, obviously she's ice element.
Yes,
obviously.
ice.
What do you think her role is in the game?
Assassin.
Yeah, she's a destruction character. She's kind of like
Right.
a bruiser.
Bruiser.
Her kind of cool thing that she does is she actually steals your team's HP to do more damage. So very selfish character. I steal my team's HP so I do more damage.
It's like, excuse me, I'm taking all that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So cool thing about this trailer, without talking about the patch trailer we just saw. So basically, the story of her right now is that I believe it's Lacha. Lacha helps her be able to control her more, and now she comes back because she's obviously everyone seems she died, and she's obviously a criminal,
Now,
at this point.
why the blindfold?
Lore wise, I'm not 100% sure. I'm assuming Lacha helped her make it so Hamana can be controlled.
Focus.
Yeah, but that's why when she goes into a hyper form, because that's her thing. After she does 2 enhanced attacks, her regular sword becomes a great sword, and then her blindfold comes off, and then the moon changes, and then she's this overpowered form, and then she's eating everyone's HP. So I'm assuming it's Lacha's way of getting her to be to be able to control the Mora until she needs to get serious, and then she
Right,
releases
then
it.
she releases
This
the
is it.
hounds.
and obviously in other animation it goes away, and then she's just like holding her head like something's wrong, and then she eventually pulls back her head, and she's like she almost lost control. It's very that
Right.
kind of character, very Incredible Hulk of even though she's very calm in a lot of these trailers, when she's fighting you don't feel like she's very
out of it.
very maniac, And obviously in the trailer we saw her fighting Blade and everything. So basically there she just shows up. She shows up and wants to atone for her sins. She's basically saying that she's planning to pass away and all this stuff, and She goes and meets all the characters there, all the Blade, the Luma, the Anita, which was that dragon guy, and then the Thunder guy, and then her, because these are some people that have been alive from the longest. So she wants to say goodbye, and that's kind of what happens. I don't really think she dies. I think she just exists, or in a jail spot. It's hard to tell exactly. The game didn't do a really good job discussing it, and this planet technically isn't done with the story. So I mean, I guess we'll see in the future.
Right.
But yeah, she was the original old general and the old swordmaster. So she's very, very good. A very strong character in terms of the lore. She actually ended up killing Blade so many times that he ended up getting sick or getting killed by her so many times.
Because like, I'm done with you.
Yeah, because he's like, cause she's just slamming him. She's like nothing even close in terms of skill, in terms of disco. And I believe the only reason why that one guy even won is because she was monostruck. I think if you fought her how she is now, where she's able to control it more, he would lose. He would lose, no doubt. She's insanely strong in terms of the lore. Very good. I love this character. I thought he's fucking great. Love her. This batch for the story was just them showing off more of that. You get to see Blade basically go say goodbye. Him and Kafka shows up. You get to go on a small little day with Kafka, kind of. You know, the game knows what they were doing, and then you say bye to Blade, and that's the end of this story. And then we have the Pokemon battle thing with the Ice Planet.
Right.
But we're gonna talk about that Ice Planet in just a minute, because that's connected to the next character, which was that redhead girl, which was just actually cast him with her Pikachu, basically.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Topaz from the Special Dead Martial Force.
The further you run, the bigger it gets. So give up the chase and pay up the debts.
She's a dummy mommy.
Still not falling? Then why not learn from the pros? 1. Balancing the books is a moral imperative. Default and pay double. 2. Shed any and all illusions of outwitting the system.
Why, if it isn't Miss Topaz, what a delightful surprise!
Hold it. Beware gifts. They can veil ulterior motives. 3. In negotiations, choose ability over familiarity. Madam Herda, your account has been frozen. This is last month's bill.
That's all. Chump change. Over to you, Asta.
Here, Miss Asta?
Just swipe it.
4. In business, there are no permanent enemies. Looks like they've run into trouble. All right, Nundy, you're up.
Oh, Sonic.
Making friends can be beneficial to both parties.
I was thinking about Pikachu, but that's okay.
Agree, Supreme Guardian? Class is over. That's all for today.
Okay, I think I got a good way to stop there. Okay, thoughts on her. Very
she's an enforcer.
damn right she is. John, damn
Give me
right.
my money.
So she's part of a group called the IPS. I think that's pretty much what they call it. The IPS, and they're basically just the IRS in space. In space.
Right.
She's the debt collector. She's the one they send when they're like, "Hey, you owe us money."
Right. I'm thinking mafia.
Yeah. IPS are kind of not good people.
I'm coming here for my share.
Yeah, basically.
To keep your business open.
So she's not a bad character. She's very nice in the game, but she obviously has a job to do, and that's what she is. She obviously doesn't really fight. It's Nippy, her little Pokemon, that basically does a lot of the fighting.
Yeah. She's just there to collect the money.
And those little pig thingies, they're basically the game's like mascot. A lot of time when you see one, when you kill them, they give you a lot of extra rewards. So they're like the mascot, like but they do
like
have
a piggy bank,
basically, you know. So and obviously and when you see the other ones, they look really simple compared to hers. Hers was very pretty looking, very fancy looking Nippy, you know. So in the game, she's a hunt character. She's also fire, and her big thing is that when you break people's shields, her little Nippy Pokemon will show up and do extra damage, like a follow-up attack. Very interesting character. She actually doesn't do a lot of fighting. She just has a gun, and it's more Nippy, doing tornadoes and doing a lot of weird shit, you know, and all that good stuff. It's really interesting. She's a really unique character. Obviously, there wasn't much plot there. Basically, the only reason she's on the planet is because she's she's obviously collecting her debt, and obviously Bronya is the guardian of that area, which is that girl. So she's like, "Oh, you need my help? You should really, get into, you should get into debt with us. You know, we could help your planet. Very. So yeah, obviously another filler patch. There's not much story. More of the stuff with the story was with the ice, with the ice girl.
Right.
But even that was very minimalist, and that's one of the things I unfortunately do not like about the game. They did my girl dirty. They did not give her enough stuff. They gave her
Right.
one single patch to build her up, and then they took it all away.
That was it.
It wasn't great. It was not
So have you
great.
complained to them?
I put in the survey actually like twice. I was like, why does she not have more? And she's a very popular character. She's actually quite a popular character. Topaz, I think, is up there in terms of popularity, but I think she's more third tier, which is unfortunate. But the point is good.
Yes.
The point is very good. So I'm like, so we're gonna leave. We're already going right to the next patch. Two
Sounds
trailers, right in the next patch. We're not like the
Damn.
other ones. So you can tell when there's filler patches. The last patch 1.3, 2 trailers, 1.4. 2 more trailers, new
Right.
trailers, right new patch. So I'm taking a bit of breather here because it's just literally another patch of like simple trailer with 2 new characters, and then we get into the big thing that happened, and then you're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck happened? This is the same company? I'm like, yeah. So just before we go in there. Okay, well first I'll get hyped for the next patch. Let's get hyped for the next patch. Oh, let me click the wrong one. So this is patch 1.5. So let's get hyped. That means new characters, new story.
Oh, I like that.
Another anomaly in this shining universe.
I like the white outfit.
Since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can.
Very majestic knight. Very majestic.
Is eternal.
We made it! What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else I think I just
TikTok.
Literally, that's what it is. So this was around Halloween time, I believe. So we're going to the spooky stuff.
Yo, what's up? You're finally here. Captain Huohua, should we start the
Ah,
now?
it's a sorority.
You can just call me Huohua. The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of rules.
Oh, you're gonna say yeah, this plot. So there's not much. So basically, the plot of this stuff is basically really simple. It's not really adding to the main story. It's just extra content. So on this Chinese planet, there's a bunch of clans, and they all deal with something different to do with the planet. Some deal with the dead, some deal with fighting, and these guys deal with when people pass away. Clearly, based on the spirit vibes, like let the pass over. We'll get to Argenti with the redhead guy, which is not. There's not really much to explain. It's gonna be really quick, easy things to explain. We're gonna get the next patch really quickly here because there's not much to explain here.
Maybe I should just resign. Oh, it won't matter if I'm gone anyway.
Oh.
Ghost, ghost, ghost. What ghost?
You scared me. Oh, there really is something.
Here I am.
Feed, eat my wasted.
What are you doing? Playing dead? Let's go.
We have to fight. Exercise spirits. Find evil. May the talisman protect you.
Go! I'll be right behind you.
I'll see if there's anyone. Anybody?
Run, run, run. That's all you know.
I wasn't calling you guys.
So here's the big boss. Let me at it. Out of my way, you little brats. Demons clear. Have no fear. I'm here. Why don't you beat it? 9 ugly spirits. I know thy names. With haste I come. Fear my flames.
The all-seeing eye.
Yeah, that shit's a bit much for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh shit, Jesus.
You little yin yang.
I'd better write my resignation quickly.
Okay, well, what could you pick up there? Well, first let's say, is there anything you want to say about the character? Even though, like, I mean, this is okay. This is a good one to show. Okay.
I liked it. I liked that she was a wolf. That she had her wolf tail.
Anything? What else? Anything else you want to say about her? Before I go into her, it's not much to say, to be honest.
No.
Obviously, another kind of.
She's cute. I like that she had the yin yang in her hair.
Yeah, the little like.
Little brooch or whatever you want to call it. Pin.
Right.
Hairpin.
So, let's get into her. First off, she's a wind character. You know, I mean, a lot of green.
And she had the big thing, the ball around her neck.
Yeah.
Or it might be on her waist.
Yeah. So
like you would see at a.
At the. Man,
with the smoke coming out of it.
Yeah, with the spirits.
Right.
So she's also a healer. She obviously, because she doesn't want to fight, clearly.
Right.
You know, but she deals with like the dead spirits passing away, all that good stuff. But obviously, her tail is a other spirit, which is this thing which helps her deal with it.
It's her spirit guide.
Yeah, you get away. Or like the person helping her, you know.
Right.
And obviously, there at the end, it possessed her, and it was like, you know, like helping her deal with the situation, you know, kind of like a guide and everything. So that's basically all it is. You meet her, basically the streamer girl and her friend basically get away into here, and then was like, oh, something's going on. So and this evil spirit thing's like, ooh, you know, we're gonna curse everybody, and she has to deal with it. So we just happen to show up to help them. Not much plot stuff. It's just like funsy stuff.
Right.
And obviously she doesn't like doing this. Clearly, she's like, I hate this because it's very scary. So yeah, I told you there wasn't gonna be much to explain. Right. It's basically her character. Not a lot to explain there. So this is Argenti now. Very.
Yes.
We champion our renown.
Very like.
Yes, she reminds me of somebody.
It's actually a guy.
Oh, he does. Well, I didn't get a good.
I know, right? I don't blame you. Couldn't tell. I do love his weapon.
Oh,
I do love that weapon. It's very cool.
Nice.
Very Soul Calibur.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love that game.
Legend tells of a lone beast deep in the stars called the Omen.
It has very Soul Calibur Raphael vibes. Very like.
Tough as armor. Minions keen and powerful, but it has a knight's spear lodged in its bones.
And a little Devil May Cry too.
Yeah, very much, right?
Monsters, I can do that too.
It seems that you also have the qualifications of a knight.
Sweet.
But forgive me. For here, we must part ways. It is my fate to cross the stars alone. My faith is unbreakable. The darkness ends here. I vow to make the beauty echo throughout the universe.
I do love the roses design. Very
Yeah,
cool. Very Raphael. Very Raphael from Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
It's like, look at me.
Sweet. Oh, I've seen those. Starship Troopers.
That's a great way to explain it, actually.
Yeah.
Jesus, very look at me
It's like
vibes.
they copied it almost.
So, what was he doing here again?
Okay, well, anything you want to say before it does not much to explain, but go ahead. Give me what you like so far. What do you think of him?
I enjoyed watching this one.
Very different. Very not like to your face. Very
Nothing.
very
Yeah,
very imagey.
very opposite of some of the other stuff.
Yeah, come with the Civil War, who was like all this shit. This is very.
It's
kind of like
suave.
Kafka. Very like Kafka, but more of like the. Kafka was pleasant music, but up here. This guy was pleasant music, but.
Yeah, because he's the darker end.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah. Okay, so Argenti is a physical character. He just does a lot of AoE moves and everything. His lore is kind of odd. He just kind of shows up when odd things happen. So your ship is just basically traveling to the next location, basically,
Right.
and we just happen to run into this like kind of like glitch in the universe, and it has something with the swarm, and the swarm are basically these bug people, and they're basically just like saucer troopers. They're eating, they're evolving, they're a problem, and I'm predicting that they're gonna be the main threat of the entire story.
Right. You're gonna
And-
take
and-
over everything.
And there's a reason why I think that, and we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, no. And basically, he just shows up, helps you deal with them, then he leaves. And that's it.
yeah.
Nothing. There's nothing else complicated to the plot to it. That's it. I don't
I'm
know.
here. I'm helping. I'm gone.
He does have some stuff to do with the swarm a bit more, but there's a character way more important that has to do with the swarm itself. But this swarm is definitely something you're gonna be seeing quite often, so get used to seeing them. So, but yeah, no, there's not much going on. He's a physical character. He does a lot of physical stuff. He's a physical type character.
Be
which-
like Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Okay, well now we're going straight back into the next patch. So another just filler patch. Here's some cool content, new characters,
Here's
move on.
here's some pretty video.
So this was, I believe, was the final. This was the final final filler patch before we got a completely new planet, meaning complete new content. It takes a lot longer to make a whole new planet because there's a lot more to add to it. Because this whole time we only
Oh
had
yeah, because the other stuff you're just putting into the planet.
yeah, you're just adding
This,
like
you're
extra
actually building the
area.
planet.
Yeah. So these would be the last two characters before we go straight into probably the biggest jump to Honkai Star Rail, the biggest jump. So basically, after these 4 trailers, be prepared because we start getting into the good shit. We gotta get into current content, and it gets pretty wild.
Okay.
So first, this is just another filler patch, but a little setup.
I thought member 4,
Oop,
Pokakakamon,
oh.
had gotten rid of most
Sorry.
On guys, we're kicking John out now.
Pop my ear. I told you I should have brought my earphones.
You should have. Well, maybe this is weird. Keep it with you, John. Keep
okay.
it with you.
Okay, got it.
the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this.
Oh no.
Look who's here.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. Class 1, clearance zone. Permission status. Madam Monet.
There's much you don't know about the space station.
Hydroponics.
It's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation.
Very beautiful design, by the way. Very.
Full of weaknesses that others can see through.
Love these little characters.
A genius move. And how will you counter it?
Like a statue.
You look troubled. A portrait of internal turmoil. Do try to think for yourself.
Looks like you've got a book of magic.
I'm assuming that's what that is. He's one of those characters I don't always like.
Oh,
Oh,
there
Mo,
he
your
is.
favorite character.
Yes.
Savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Creepy eye.
Huh, audience dice. How ostentatious.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about there.
I do like her outfit.
Yeah, I know. She's a very sexy character. Very sexy. So yeah, no, this is just another filler patch, with 2 new characters. The story is pretty straightforward. I'll kind of explain to it when we get to the characters here.
Okay.
So let's just get right into the character trailers here. So we're gonna do the cute girl that I don't own, but I will get soon.
Begins the early spring. A joyous mood does it bring. A chilly wake from rest.
Well, that reminds me of
Plum blossom in a mess.
Twilight Zone.
Where is the home I miss? Only
I don't think I get that
remembrance
reference.
of drunken bliss.
Going through the doors.
Oh.
Oh, looks like it's tea time.
You know they go with this character. Very sexy character. Very. That outfit's probably the most revealing we had in a while.
It's what's her name? Taylor Swift.
Shut up. I don't think anyone's gonna like that. -2, John. -2.
Sometimes waiting around is also a change.
Oh, the bad guys. Nope, I will play my instrument and kill you.
He has a very bald
This is
vibe.
above my expectations. Every petal in life's garden
This is like a earth
will meet a day when it is
earth
torn away
vibe.
by the wind's call. Fret not.
Oh, so she's wind.
You still hold academic value.
Okay, well, thoughts on her.
Well,
Look at.
I'm not good with a
Oh.
banjo person.
Well, let's start with the easy part. Clearly, fine as fuck character.
Oh yeah,
They clearly
worked on her.
I would work on her too.
Yeah, I like the red necklace.
Oh yeah, and then the nice blues with the
Yes,
white,
blues.
very elegant looking
Oh,
character.
pearl necklace.
Very elegant girl, very elegant.
Yes,
Clearly.
that's another double entendre.
Yeah. Well, first, what do you think she does in terms of the game?
In terms of the game, she is now. Are the bugs with her or against her?
So she does have to do with the bug lore, but no, she's not with the bugs.
Okay.
She's like an experimenting girl. She likes to do experiments.
Oh, because of the hydroponics and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like a scientist.
Yeah, she has very like she likes to create life and do stuff like that. Very like science girl.
Right. So she's like a Earth.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, but what do you?
But she said wind, so.
Yeah. Well. The element I don't think it will really matter. I think she's an ice element. Even though you probably didn't get that, but that's fine.
I didn't get no ice.
Okay, but don't worry about that.
It was
light
ice.
But what do you think she does in terms of the game?
In terms of the game,
And like if she put on her team, what is she doing? I mean, is she bringing people? Is she a main DPS with this Katal, or what is she doing?
she's like lulling them with the music.
Okay. Hey, so what do you think? Like a healer or like a support? Like, is she buffing people or is she healing people?
No, she's buffing people.
Exactly, because she's like a board.
Right.
Can you show that's what the whole thingy is for?
Right.
So her big thing in the game is that she makes it where it's easier. She gives you like elemental penetration, meaning that like every monster has like stats, right? Oh, it has plus 50 to fire damage, has plus negative 50 to fire damage, stuff like that.
Right.
She makes it so you do more damage. She also makes it where when you break their shields or when they take like a dot, it's harder for them to recover. Like, oh, like you froze somebody. Instead of them being frozen for 1 turn, they get frozen for 2 turns.
Right.
So
right.
and stuff like that. And she speeds your team up and da 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 da. And everything. In terms of the game, that's all she does. She's just a support character, nothing too fancy. In terms of the story, she's only was seen once, and that was it.
The whole game.
Yeah, basically, when this patch came out, I don't think. But she's part of that metal guy's team and that little girl with the, that's always constantly showing up. The little girl. That little
Right.
girl,
Oh, okay.
She's part of. They're called the part of the Genius Society, and these are like really, really advanced genius people. And there's like a bunch of them, but she's part
I
of them.
figured with her doing the stuff like that in the lab that she had some like type of degree or something.
Yeah, she's very what's it called her out, which is that little girl thing also has that, and the robot guy's also part of the Genius Society. I mean, because you look at him, he's a fucking robot. Of course, he's probably a genius.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, no. In terms of story, not much going on there. Okay, this is the next. This is the other guy. His name is Dr. Ratio. That name I know.
The universe itself. And within the Intelligentsia Guild there is a
the statue guy.
exceptional maverick luminary whose every action radiates a quiet grandeur.
Ignorance is a malady that must be cured.
Very like I smarter than you energy, clearly.
A scholar and educator. Should your mind exhibit symptoms of dullness, feel free to give the doctor a call.
That just himself.
Oh yeah.
Learn to know yourself.
Oh, that looks like a Spider-Man mask.
But it can still require encouragement. 0 points, 0 points. Next. Is that all? Not bad. 5 points.
Oh, he bounced it off the statue.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He's such a little cut.
Copying others rarely leads to improved results.
And then he beats you with the fucking stone book. He's like, excuse me.
Whack.
You see all the geometry he's clearly doing? He's like,
Yes, it's all in his brain. Okay, now how am I gonna beat this one?
Success.
I'm thinking of all the angles.
Well, he just stopped that pillar on somebody.
Intellect.
So, a very different
Very
character.
mental character.
Very mental character. So, this guy, I'm gonna do it pretty quickly because So this guy, I feel like he was basically just made to be given to people. He was during this was during the anniversary of the game, and if you play during the time, you can get him for free. He was the first free 5-star character you can get. And there's not much to talk about him. He's just a very smart guy. He does have more stuff to do in the next chapter, in the next patch. But he's just a really smart guy. He's not part of the Genius Society, but I believe he wants to be. But he's a very, very smart guy. Extremely smart. In terms of his purpose and the overall plot, I'm not sure. It's still very uncertain, even with the current information. So there's not much to talk about him. Right. He's just a main DPS character. He does a lot of follow-up attacks. You do stuff, and then he throws his marbles at people. Yeah. And then his ult is just, he literally drops a pill. He's like angling it in his thing, and he's like, and it just onto somebody. It's a very weird character. I don't know how I feel about
the chessboard.
Yeah, he's very mental. Like, I don't fight with my thing. I
fight with my brain.
Okay, the next like 10 videos or so were all new planet stuff, and let's just say the game went a completely different direction. Instead of going this whole Chinese and weird thing,
right,
we're getting American. Ooh, we're getting American. Something, and I want to say Vegas. What have I told you? We're going to Space Vegas.
Oh, that's cool.
And let's just say it's here where I say the game's at its peak. Right now, we're currently in the peak of the game. The highest the play will ever be. I think everyone calls this part of the story, because now we're going to have a new planet. And when it's a completely new planet, that story has to be good, because that means a bunch of new characters that they're introduced and why it's good. So, and it's very different. This will probably be the most you will be paying attention, most likely, because it's very easy to understand, very to your face, and very Vegas-like, where you're like, oh. So let's just say that. And I believe, and to celebrate it's because now we're officially on patch 2.0. And let's just say, to introduce it, they went different with this patch. They made this patch's video a music video. So sit down, John.
Oh, it's Michael.
You have no idea how right you are. You think you're kidding? You don't know how right you are.
They had to go way back for this.
So yes, you're gonna be seeing a lot of new characters you've never seen before. Completely all new. So there's a lot to unpack there. That definitely kept your attention, right? Damn. That was like, okay, so this is the new planet we are here. It's called Panacori. That's the new planet name. It has a and yes, you think about Michael, there's a lot of references on this planet. A lot of dancing references, a lot of city references, a lot of mafia references. A lot. But I'll just give you a short rundown of what this planet's about. Okay. So basically this planet is helped run by someone called people called the family. The family are basically just the mafia gangsters. They basically own everything on this planet. But this planet's whole point is it's basically a big dreamscape. You basically show up, sign into a hotel, and it takes you to here where everything's perfect. Everything you ever desire is here. No one can die. Peace, perfect peace. This is a vacation planet. You come here,
it's a holiday.
Chill holiday planet, and we're here. Which is probably not a good sign. It's a video game. We're here because something's obviously not going to go wrong. This perfect planet, what could go wrong?
Yeah.
So basically what's happening is no one should be able to die here. Everything should be perfect. However, people are disappearing. No one should be disappearing. People are checking in and not checking out. Odd. Very odd. So we're here to figure out why. We don't figure that out. We don't come in and be like, that's why we're here. We just show up to go on a vacation,
Right.
and then
Stuff happens.
Stuff happens, right? Very. If you think like, oh, Vegas, right? Yeah, there's a lot of very Vegas vibes. Very what's
It's a
called right?
virtual vacation.
Basically. So we're gonna get into all that right now, but that's basically what's going on this planet. It's also heavily ran by the Harmony, which Harmony is that like healing, the like supporting, the like I buff you. So just keep that in mind when we start seeing all these trailers. And let's just say there is a lot to go through. We're not getting to the point out where each character has about 2 to 3 trailers each, but each character is like, whew, there's a lot to unpack. So, but they're very attractive and very eye-opening and very simple to understand. So that's the good news. So first, we're gonna do Black Swan, which was that girl that was talking about the gods. So she was the tarot card reader.
Okay.
And let's just say she's definitely very sexy.
What are you afraid of? Relax. This is just a dreamscape. Life is a winding labyrinth. With memories, our sole companions. People believe they're facing the present and the future.
So just that design is beautiful. Beautiful colors.
Memories are different. There's more than one destiny to choose from.
God, fucking gorgeous character, right? Holy shit. Another I worked on you character.
Open your eyes and face your fears. How else will you find the answer? There might be death.
Kaleidoscope.
That's exactly the perfect way to describe her.
But fear not. Unless I erase them, you won't forget.
Very different
Nice.
character. Very
Yeah.
different, right? Very different compared to some of the other things. Well, first, let's talk about the easiest thing, that design. Gorgeous character. I think we all can agree. That's a very pretty. The purples, blacks, and the little bit of white in her hair.
Yeah, and I like the choker.
Yeah, very, very, very specific vibes are going with this character. And honestly, I don't think it's overly done. I think this is well done for what
No,
she
it's
does.
not like DOA.
Yeah, you can tell it's not bait. This is very what's character. This is what I expect a fortune teller to be kind of like in terms of this, you know. So her
Yeah,
big
and
thing,
the headscarf.
yeah, very Oracle, you know.
Right.
So in the game, she's basically she's a debuffer that deals with thoughts. So she's very good with Kafka. She's wind, and basically her thing in the story is that she deals with memories. She can help see memories, make you forget memories. You know, she deals with the dreamscape.
Right.
I guess like you could say it's magic. I'm probably messing up the lore because the Panacoli lore is kind of complicated sometimes because it does a lot of like weird going to the dreamscape and coming out of it situation. Right. But yeah, no, she deals with the dreamscape basically. She does like memories and stuff. You know, that's why she's like, oh, don't worry, this is a memory you won't forget unless I want you to.
Right.
So she deals with that stuff. So she's not really a bad character. I think she's more like a neutral good character. She does some stuff that's questionable in the story, but she's not a bad person. She's obviously, but she's out for her own, obviously, more than other. Very unique character. I think she's very popular. And you're going to realize every one of the design characters we're going to look at is like, oh shit, they really went hard on this character. I don't think there's really a character here that misses. Let's just say that out of all these new characters. Okay, this is another character that has 3 trailers, but I think we're only going to watch 2 because I just want to mostly see the story. But let's just say this girl is the Joker of the game. Let's just keep that in mind when we go into it. So she's very different.
Oh, wow. Okay, so she reminds me of Harley Quinn.
Oh, it's more like Joker and Harley Quinn together.
There's only one bullet left. Wanna play a game? What's your wager? The life of a faker. foolishness is. Pretending to be smart like you do. Then, what is a fool? Knowing when to act clueless. Like I do. Do you get it now? What is elation? Me. I am elation.
Damn.
So her god is the one with all the masks. Clearly, she's a little.
Wow. Mind warp.
Just wait till I tell you what she does. You'll be like, oh, that's what all this meant. And I'm like, yeah.
It's like Mardi Gras.
Okay. She's clearly, well, let's make the easy one clear. Do you think she's a good character? No, yeah. I don't think she's definitely the, I want to see the world burn situation. So her cool thing in the game is that she's able to become other people. Like, change her appearance.
Oh, okay.
Very, like, jestery. We'll get, I think the other videos talk more about her lore. But yeah, no, in the game, she basically, like, so in the game when I was saying turns, I meant like basically to do specific things. It takes something called skill points. You only get 5 in the game, and the only way to get them back is when you don't do a special ability. You just use your basic attack, which not a lot of characters want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So her cool thing is that usually the cap's only 5. She can increase the cap to 7. So she's basically faking skill points so you can do more actions. But even though there's only supposed to be 5, you get it because she's like fucking with shit, you know?
Yeah, and screwing with your brain.
Yeah, so she's very much like that, and she could transform to other people. And her story is actually pretty intense, and these ones kind of go over it. But she's a very intense character, very intense. You're like, oh, she's a little fucking crazy.
Yeah, she was out there. Oh, there she is.
It doesn't matter who I am off stage.
Oh.
All the audience needs to know is that when I'm on stage, I'm just Sparkle. It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're still smiling. When I'm sad, you keep on smiling. You're like a veil that I can hide under.
Yeah.
Very.
Wearing the veil. That's Sparkle.
So she doesn't show emotion because she wears the masks.
It's you,
Or maybe the mask is really
my
her.
beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're screaming too.
Like that grin.
When I'm sad, you're crying too. You're like a mirror, showing my reflection. The one in the mirror, that's Sparkle. It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're screaming. When I'm angry, you're crying. When I'm sad, you're smiling. You're like a face staring at me. I'm not Sparkle. No, I am Sparkle. So, when I realized life was just a play, I wanted to leave the stage. Because off stage, there's an even bigger stage. What do you say? Who's the real Sparkle?
Shh. Hold. What's the law makes this very clear? I got goosebumps watching that. This is a character that not only looks good. Wow, that was deep as fuck. Like all the things she was saying, and I'm like, I understand what they were going for. It gives a very holy shit vibe. You know, I don't know
where
if this
you don't know what she is
is she
because she can hide behind any
the
mask.
mask, you know, and but I think it's also deeper than that. Was like I think she's doing a weird parody of like a performer, like kind of the whole like in the Jim Carrey the mask. Well, we all wear different masks based on the situation, kind of thing. Very interesting character. She's definitely a trip.
Yeah.
Definitely. And just the way she goes, like, says, I'm not Sparkle, but I am Sparkle. And I'm like, oh, she's very, very intense character. And yet, I admit, her design is gorgeous.
Mhm.
They did a very good job. And I just think this was probably one of the better, this was definitely up there in terms of one of my better trailer. I'm like, oh, this was a well done trailer. This was so well done. Like,
Oh yeah, they spent time on it.
yeah. And you'll be surprised how much of these they did. So now we're officially done with Sparkle. So now that was patched, all that was for patch 2.0. Now we're on patch 2.1. And don't forget, the most latest patch will be patch 2.3. So we're almost done. We're almost caught up completely. So get hype for patch 2.1. What else? How much more can they blow your mind after that shit right now?
I know.
Oh,
I like this.
Because don't forget, the two new characters there were Sparkle and Black Swan
Mhm.
for the last patch. So this will have
Right.
two new characters again because it's a new patch.
Right.
So there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side.
More purple.
Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Here's to you, sober one, with this glass of a dream within a dream.
It's only when the sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Very
Damn.
cool. Very cyber samurai vibe.
Yeah.
Very cyberpunk.
Where it ends.
Clock Studios theme park, most popular entertainment center in Penacony. The culture of a city reflects its history and
I'm sure you can see the Vegas vibe they're going for here.
Oh yes.
All this free time, why not make the most of it?
Oh cool. That looks. Yeah, I've seen that dinosaur before.
Stakes, high rewards.
There's Michael.
All for nothing.
Yep.
Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death.
I think tells you Vegas is not going well right now.
Ready to unveil your cards?
So my question is, do you think this guy's a good guy?
No.
No. Clearly, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, before we start going in that, we'll have trailers for them, so we'll go over them because there is some to unpack here. But in terms of that, basically what's happening is basically more deeper into what's going on with the thing. Because the whole last patch, people started disappearing. We never really figured it out. Now we have this new person here. This is Samurai Girl, and then this guy who's always been there since patch 2.0 thing. But he's always had a very like, I'm gonna help you vibe. But then he's also always doing a very lot of sus things, lots
Right.
of sus things. And he clearly is some type of gambler because he has dice,
Yes,
slot
yeah.
machines, and his kit is kind of similar to that. Let's just say that.
Right.
But before we unpack that, how about we unpack this girl first? So let's go over her trailer. And let's just say she unfortunately has the longest trailers, but they are very out there as well. Even though she has a very much cyber samurai vibe.
Right.
The remembrance is no different than the sea. Never gaze upon its surface on a starless night. Waiting for someone. Then, how about a dance? My gaze has lingered on her for quite a while. And tonight I initiate our first engagement. A Galaxy Ranger.
You're just like, yeah? Show me more?
A blend of nobility and reticence.
It's the moment where you like point out the two main characters.
Is not the only one who hunts. At this distance, you're more enchanted doubt, she seeks the Watchmaker's legacy. In this game, everyone lies. But memories do not. Just keeps on getting better, doesn't it? Everyone has a past, and the past shapes the present. Some people hold on to memories, while others are haunted by them, unable to escape. That is why I took action. I want to know what she...
Tango.
Very what's it called, trailer? Holy shit, they're getting kind of in there.
Yeah.
To this feast. The IPC, the Garden of Recollection, Fools, the Nameless, and the Annihilation Gang. They
That's a
should
little
be
tangled.
present, but Duke Inferno is dead. He and his children won't be attending. What have you done, beautiful ranger? Excuse me. Are you asking me?
Oh,
Oh, so she's a ranger.
oh, this got kind of dark.
Dark and very dark.
This Black Swan
Damn,
clearly
took some clothes off.
Black Swan clearly overstepped.
Oh, look at the swan. Yeah.
So clearly this Popo Samurai has more going on than what we think.
Damn. Spike Widows. The world. The galaxy. Less clothing.
Oh, this got kind of. She clearly saw something.
Little heavy breathing there.
She clearly saw.
The Annihilation King.
Yeah, she clearly overstepped. Black Swan. She saw more than she bargained for. Clearly.
Has lingered on her for quite a while.
There's not much to show us here. I'm not even gonna unpack that for you. We're gonna just go straight to the next trailer, and hopefully it gives you more
insight.
Yeah, the score is definitely a significant part of the story in terms of this area. Let's just say that. But she clearly, there's clearly something else going on with her. Clearly, right?
Oh my god!
Like that started really kind and got really
then dark and deep. Had to get a shovel for that one. Oh no, she's seeing Koi.
Oh, we got Sparkle involved now too.
Illusion or reality? Care to guess? Either way, Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
What did you say? Why don't you talk some sense?
Do your worst.
Are you seeing the Sparkle powers here?
Wow.
Our existence is fleeting as dawn still.
Nope.
Destined for oblivion. On the still waters of oblivion.
I love the swordplay.
I know, right? It's fucking gorgeous.
Real compact.
Look at this whole time she hasn't been using your sword.
Oh damn.
I've seen her before.
Find me. Find me. Your end. My origin.
Very samurai like with the raindrops.
Yeah.
Oh, she's taking out the sword.
Just like tears. Eventually disappear in the rain.
Wow. black hole.
Oh, very good. It's very good. You could tell what that was. Very good, John. That definitely can be significant in terms of it. Let's just say that. She clearly has two sides, clearly.
Yeah.
Apply your color.
Very.
Wow.
Okay, so now I'll talk about her, and I'll start unpacking for you guys. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, so first of all, tell me what you think of the character's design. What do you think about the character in general? Try to get a better picture of her. There we go. That's probably the best one to get here.
I love the outfit. I love her sword.
And yeah,
Of
this
course,
is
I like that she's a ranger.
yeah, it's your Galaxy Ranger. Don't forget the Galaxy.
Well, you know, of the galaxy.
Very cool, right? Right.
and of course the bright red parasol.
Yeah, you know. So what could you pick up out of those two trailers? You could pick up from her. There's a lot. I don't expect you to guess a lot there. There's a lot to unpack there. And I might not even do it justice unpacking it.
Now about the black hole, is that part of her
thing?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And she's like a succubus?
No.
No. I was thinking.
Yeah. No, you good.
Yeah.
You good. Yeah. No. So basically, she's a she deals with the god of debuff, so the slime thingy. So and obviously the slime thing is very unmotionless, you know, which is so she has to deal with that, which explains why she's very emotionless. She's very. Did you see her smile a single time there? Very neutral phase.
Right. So she has nothing will distract her.
Yeah, very whatchamacallit, everything. So her big
stoic.
So her big thing is she's a DPS in the game, so she's the first debuff DPS really in the game. And her big thing is that basically to get whole big attack, you want to keep debuffing. After the enemies get debuffed so much, she's able to use her big move. And her big other moves, she becomes that other form, the red thing, and she transports everyone to another world, which is like this weird black and white world with just the red thing, and then she basically slices through the black hole. Kind of like a samurai slice, like the thing is, but she's doing it through a black hole. I'm not really sure the implications of it exactly. She's kind of complicated, but the main reason why she's more here, not because she wants to. She's more here as like a force of nature. She's here to keep balance. You know, clearly some shit's going on this planet, clearly, and she's to take care of it. You know, more like she has a job to do here and why she's here. And yeah, she deals with a lot of memories. Let's just say she's killed a lot of people and she's seen a lot of people. You know, that's why Black Swan is very interested in her, because she deals with memories. And this girl clearly has dealt with a lot of people, and also clearly has killed a lot of people.
Yes.
You know, there's still a lot of implications there. I'm not sure about. Let's just say she deals with memories, and she's definitely a slayer of sorts. You do not want her coming after you. Let's just say that, because the moment she gets serious, there's gonna be a problem.
Right.
In terms of power level, she's definitely up there. I mean, she's cutting through a black hole, for God fucking sakes.
Yes.
As someone who's into Star Trek, you know how fucking insane that is. But yeah,
to even get close to one.
Yeah, so very cool design, very samurai, very cool. So we're done with her. We're going straight now to the gambling boy. So we are going from
back to Vegas.
And this guy's gonna be way easier to explain compared to her.
Soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Question.
Also, I love his eyes, by the way.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
Let's assume, just assuming now, that every time I roll the dice, there's a possibility of achieving this particular outcome. Then I would be quite happy to make that wager.
Very different style compared to the other girl, right? Very different. Okay, now that was just a background thing. Now we're going to his official game trailer. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, as well, but in a simpler way.
The chance to make a 2,000% return, but risked losing 100% of your principal. What would you do?
Oh, he even has the casino thing on his back. That's very cool. I didn't notice that.
The math is simple. There's no way to
That music there.
Yeah.
But I believe a chip is worth a miracle. The dice are cast. It's all or nothing now. This is humanity in its most primitive form. But life would be quite dull if it were just an unending series of wins, wouldn't it?
Oh, very casino, like, he's winning too much money.
Yeah, we gotta stop him.
And he's a gambler, right? I love the TV heads. Very good way to do
TV
symbolize
heads
emotion.
remind me of Fallout.
Yes, yes. Very New Vegas like. I love this shit.
And the prize.
Oh, damn. I like those.
There seems to be a slight misunderstanding, my friend. At this table, you are the challenger.
Oh, perfect. Perfect set. Damn.
Because unlike the house, the gambler knows exactly what they want.
Damn, you're right. You're right. Oh. That's such a powerful message. It really is.
That's cool.
That.
I like that. That
yeah.
was cool.
Okay, well, let me unpack him for you. Well, first, what do you think? Very Vegas. I'm sure you. I mean, this is a perfect picture to show what he thinks, right? Like, oh.
He's a strategist. Well, it says right there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, anything else before I unpack him? He's not too hot to unpack, so that's the good news.
Right. But he's all about the odds.
The odds, you got it, boy. Actually, it has a lot to do with his story as well, actually. I'll break it down. So, from what I remember, since this is all new content, so I haven't really explored it. Usually, I think I go through the story. I also do a lot of lore dives. I'll do my background, do my research, usually. Since this is all new stuff, I haven't had time to do everything on all of these characters, like I usually do with most things. So, he's obviously a gambler. Obviously. You know, he obviously came from the bottom. You saw in the other trailer, he was obviously some type of slave, and all this stuff happened. He's always like, ooh, you know, what if I risk it all? Because what did he say? What if you get
2,000%?
But if you lose 100 principles, so he's very much like that. Very like, he's definitely not a good guy, but he's very much an anti-hero where you can understand where he's coming from. He obviously came from nothing, and look at him now.
Exactly.
He's everything, and he has a very sad backstory. And he's one of the people Acheron does beat the shit out of. Because when we get in the trailer, we saw how he was like all powerful thingy, bring all the things down. So Acheron does beat the shit out of him, bad, real bad. She definitely humbles him. Let's just say that. She gets serious at the whole game. He doesn't get serious at all until she deals with him when he's all super, and she definitely humbles the dude. Let's just say that he definitely didn't win that bet. Let's just say that. But what happens when you lose that bet? You go deeper in the hole and you try to get it all back.
Right, and you're trying to, and now it gets worse.
Yeah, and everything.
Gambling gets worse.
In terms of the game, he's a preservation character. He actually gives shields. So what he does, he gives shield, and in the game, a lot of his stuff is actually gambling. He'll do things in the game that can give him a big boost in battle and things that aren't.
Or it could go bad.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff like that. And cool things that he gives his team shields, and when your team gets hit, he does follow-up attacks where he makes coins fall in the sky. And then his ult hits people with dice, and depending on what the dice rolls, you can go straight into another follow-up attack. Very cool, high risk, very cool character. And before battle start, you can use your special points to try to gamble and give yourself extra boost before the battle start. And it will literally be a slot machine.
Oh,
cool. If you like Vegas and gambling, he's very much that thing. Very much that thing. And and obviously look at him. He's definitely daddy.
Oh yeah.
Definitely daddy. Okay, so now we're officially moving into... Oh, actually, we're going to get a little break here. the game officially hit about a year time, so they made a 1 year anniversary thing where they had it basically, you know, when a lot of like games they do like a game tour where basically they go to different countries and show off the game, you know, to
Right.
celebrate. This is them celebrating their 1 year like tour around the world basically. So this is gonna be not a trailer for anything. This is just
Okay.
a thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being part of us.
Right. Wow, the characters are so lifelike.
Oh, you have no idea what they did for this. Just wait. They did some crazy shit to celebrate this thing. The New York, the Las Vegas dome, they literally rented it. They
the
literally
sphere.
yeah, they rented it for the game. Isn't that crazy? And tell me, they did a lot more than that. Whenever I told you they bring Panakoi to the real world.
Right.
What if I could tell you you could have gone and you could have visited Panakoi for yourself in
Damn,
real world?
That would have been cool.
That's what they did. They rented out this whole convention center just to show off Panakoi. They got all the voice actors. You could literally go and meet everybody.
neat.
It was like a convention, but just for Panakoi,
Right.
basically. As long as they went around the world, this is all the different areas they explored when they brought it to the thing. You could go through a music fest. Oh, look at all the actors and voice actors dressed up the characters. Isn't that cool? Very
Yeah,
nice.
neat.
See all the different areas they
Yeah.
visit. Isn't that cool?
Oh, gee, man.
Anytime a game does cool little things like that to celebrate the game, I'm like, cool, cool. Very cool. So that was just a nice little, hey guys, we've been around for a long time now. Because at this point, the game's been out around almost 2 years now. So the game,
wow.
they were like, yeah, and they did, and before this, they did a lot of conventions. They would show up to conventions. Like,
Right.
they had a panel and they have the money. Let's just say that. They have multiple games that make millions of dollars, like $20 to $40 million a month.
Damn.
They could afford this. They could afford this. Okay, we're in the final stretch. This is now, then we get the next patch coming out in 5 days is patch 2.3, meaning that the patch we're calling on is 2.2, and we're finally about to start 2.2. And it's not only the best part, it also leads to the best thing and to my new favorite character, my new mommy. So we're gonna go there, and you're gonna see why I like it so much.
Right.
And so this is the final stretch.
Okay.
But I recommend paying attention.
Okay.
We're now in the what's considered the final. So 2.2 is the final part of this planet,
Mhm.
and the 2.3 is finishing off the planet. So just keep in mind, the next patch coming in 5 days will finish off the planet. What we're about to see right now was like the conclusion to the planet,
Mhm.
but not like the finishing act of it. Think of it that way.
Okay. Like
So-
the prequel.
Yeah,
to
like the
to
final
last.
goodbye, like how like
Right.
on a play they do the show and they take everybody, and then
They
before
have
they
the
even
final
go,
curtain call.
yeah, everyone shows up and they bow.
Right.
So 2.3 is that, but this is before that happens. So this is the big thing happen because we've been building up this. People are
Right.
disappearing. We've been building up all this shit. What's going on? We're about to find out. So any predictions about what the fuck is going on? Because obviously it wasn't that one gambling guy because he gets beat, but there's still problems going on. So
Yes.
what the fuck's going on? What's going on in this thing? You know, we're about to find out. But any predictions before we jump in there?
No.
Okay. So, but yeah, no, basically, I'm gonna give you some backstory. Before we jump in. So basically, from patch 2.0 to 2.1, well, we did get to see in the game what was causing people to disappear is this weird like death monster, which is like those like purple dinosaurs, but it was like a little giant claw and it was making people disappear.
Right.
It's somehow killing people in the dreamscape, and we don't know why it's doing that. Let's just say that we don't know why it's happening. We have no idea and everything. And then obviously when we got to patch 2.2, which I'll kind of explain a little bit before we jump in there, basically what happens is we find out the little puppet thing wasn't actually killing people. It was making people go to another side of
Oh,
Panakoi.
they were being transported.
Somewhere else on Panakoi, but on another side. And on this other side of Panakoi is a bunch of like the forgotten people, the people that stayed in the like the dreamscape for too long, like a lot of old people that just
Never left.
they never wanted to leave
Right.
because you don't age. You can't. I don't think you can die in Panakoi. So a lot of these old people have been there for a long time and they just refuse to leave. But they can't just be there. That'd be a problem.
Right. So they have to die somehow.
So we don't. I still can't. So, but let's just say it's very different. That's why it gets hard to explain. But it definitely has to do with stuff. And let's just say the family's definitely not happy that we found out about it, and that we obviously know family's up to some sketchy shit.
Right.
So, and when you're about to foil the mafia's plan, clearly they're not going to be very happy about it.
Now, are they there to make sure that they continue making money?
Yes, they are, because they are the mafia. But also in between all this happening too, before we got to part 2, the IPS showed up. The
Right.
tappers showed up.
Right.
So I was like, oh shit, what's going on now?
It's easier to collect.
Yeah. So obviously some crazy shit's going on, and then we're also there and we're realizing what the fuck's going on, and then we also have the guy in the mecha suit that's also there, and he's obviously from a whole different clan too. And then we also have Acheron there. What the fuck she's doing here? Like, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, so we're about to find out. It's called Then Wake to Weep.
Okay, gotcha.
So this is the patch trailer.
Newsflash! Pantaconi's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase.
Oh, this doesn't look so happy here.
No.
Cosmos has announced in a recent press conference that she will release a new album for the festival.
It's for Mikhail. And for the future of Pantaconi.
Come with me, everyone.
Let's deal with these thugs first. Then we'll talk about
When a cowboy's showing up, you know shit's gonna get hard.
Did he have spurs?
Very Clint Eastwood. Get ready for that. Let's just say that.
Oh, damn.
Are you ready?
Finally, you've arrived. Everything is ready. It's time to step on stage.
It's the end of the musical.
It's almost like this whole planet was like a. It's almost like this whole planet was like a play.
Yes.
learn the essence of freedom and teach your fellow prisoners to fight for their lives.
Now they're all being sucked up.
Oh, everyone's showing up for this, even from the other planet.
Yeah.
The stars will fade away.
Oh, damn.
Okay, a lot to unpack there. A lot to unpack there. So let me give you what's going on here.
Damn, who's...
So, yeah. Okay, so let me start explaining. There's a lot to explain. So obviously, what I explained about it before, it's this perfect planet, vacation planet, everything you ever need, you know. So why would you ever leave? So basically,
Sure.
what's going on is like, so this guy there's a guy with wings on his head we saw earlier in the Gambling Guys trailer. His name's Sunday. His sister is that other girl that was singing called Robin. So basically, he's like, why would the weak ever leave? You guys are all gonna always stay here. Why would you ever leave? That's not the way of the harmony of peace and harmony of perfection. Why would you ever leave? You're not gonna leave. And what we'll basically do is try to get people that want to leave. You can leave, but then obviously something's like, that's not what the family wants. You guys, everyone here's gonna stay here forever, even if you don't like it or even if you don't want to or not. You know.
Right.
And obviously Sunday's a little crazy, a little too much into the harmony. He's like, no, why don't you want to be drunk all the time? Why don't you want to be high all the time? Why don't you want to be on that peak all the time?
Right.
Very much that energy. And obviously the harmony is definitely doing him some justice. Look at the guy. Jesus Christ. Looks like something from Final Fantasy.
Right.
Literally. So that's happening. Everyone's showing up. I mean, we had people from the Chinese planet. We have the IPS. We have Hertha here. We have Himiko here. We have another Galaxy Wager, which was the tech cowboy guy.
Right.
Clearly, everyone does not want to deal with that. We're all very like, oh shit, we want a situation.
Hands off.
Like, we're here. Let's finish this and everything kind of situation. So yeah. And everything. So that's pretty much what's going on the planet, and obviously we're gonna stop it. Obviously, I mean, of course we're gonna stop it. The story has to go on. I mean, obviously. Right. Can you imagine the game is just like, okay, guys,
we're done.
Can you imagine the game at this point? The game's just like, okay, guys, now for the rest of the game's life, we're gonna be stuck on this planet. Can you imagine? It'd be like, that would be a very good gaming idea. So obviously, so now let's check out the characters first. There's two characters that came out this patch. It was Robin, and then it was the cowboy guy. So let's go over their stuff now. Even though I have a feeling you're gonna really like Robin. She's very idle Twitch streamer girl.
Thank you for tuning into this interview.
She's also the one singing all the music, by the way.
Her introduction to music came from her mother. During that disaster,
Oh, like World War II in England.
Damn, Don, you're picking this shit up quick, huh?
Look here. It's a bird. Look,
Oh, hand puppets.
I want to hear more of Miss Robin's story. Do you know her, miss? Let me tell you all a secret. This bird knows Robin. It knows all about her. During that disaster, Robin couldn't hear anything except for the loud ringing in her ears. But she knew that her mother was singing to her. She could see her mother's lips moving. She could feel her mother's breath.
Also, this is Sunday and this is Robin.
You'll be safe and sound. She could hear that silent wish.
One day, you'll step onto an even bigger stage. Even more people will hear you sing, and they'll sing with you.
No, they'll sing with both of us, brother.
Right, both of us.
She wanted to spread that wish through song. And weave in even more wishes. But behind the beautiful sounds, there were noises of disharmony.
She clearly knows something's wrong with all
Sounds
this.
of every form encircled her. The gazes of many followed her.
Starting to understand a little bit about her story, even though she's this perfect
Oh,
singer.
Lord.
She thought about fleeing,
Was that paparazzi?
Yeah, basically. Because look at, she's like a singer. She's a
Right,
popular
so
singer.
then they,
She's a singer.
they all died when it crashed.
She's this planet's idol. Harmony. What would this planet be if the
If there
idol
was no
of harmony,
harmony,
if she
right.
wasn't happy?
Right.
The self that others protected. I wanted to protect others. That others forgave. That wanted to forgive others. That wanted to make her wishes come true. The self that wanted to make others' wishes come true. For every self, for every wish, she couldn't give up.
Miss, I also want to sing on stage and sing for Miss Robin. Can my wish come true?
Of course it can. Let's start now. The songs you sing, she will absolutely love them.
Thank you, Miss Robin. I want to be a doctor. I want to keep singing when I grow up. The fighting's almost over.
Brother, our wish is slowly coming true.
this is the end of our interview. It is reported that Miss Robin has now left for Penacony. Dear friends, we hope to see you again on the planet.
So a lot to unpack there, but it'll kind of do the unpacking in her actual. Cause that was her background trailer. Now it's her actual trailer now.
Okay.
Also, it's gonna have also a very good song. I think it's really nice. Oh.
Yeah, she is Taylor Swift.
Literally.
Now that's also her weapon.
Oh yeah, 'cause she's a singer.
Right.
Okay, so thoughts on the character now. Very, very. There's a clear thing going on here. Clearly, right? Clearly, right?
Yes.
Also, Marilyn Monroe reference, by the way.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, with the putting her hands on the dress because it was coming up.
So thoughts.
Very upbeat.
Yeah, well, I mean, she is supposed to be the idol of
Yes.
the harmony, right?
She wants to keep everybody together.
Yeah, definitely, right? Right?
Yeah.
She's also, Sunday's sister, which is odd because Sunday is the main villain.
So
Weird.
good versus evil.
Obviously.
I love the outfit.
Yeah, very colorful, right?
Mhm.
Very cool. Very, not too sexy, but also very, very idolized. And you gotta admit, the
Right,
wings
but
are very
you gotta
cool.
also, be with the kids, so you don't want to be too sexy in front
Yeah,
of the kids.
yeah, she's also an idol, clearly a
Right.
singer, obviously,
Right.
So in the game, she's a support.
And a teacher, right? Isn't
Yeah.
she a teacher?
Yeah, she's a lot of things here. So obviously she's a support in the game, like a bard. She sings,
Right.
and she sings and gives your teams buffs. She's not really there for damage, and she's not really there for healing. She's there for buffs. Very cool character. And the cool thing in the game when she ults is that she starts singing, and the game music becomes her song instead. Whatever song's going on, it becomes her song, which is till her buff goes away. Really interesting way. I think that's gonna probably get real annoying real fast, but that's just me. So basically in the story of the game, she ends up being one of the people that help us kind of go against Sunday a little bit.
Right.
And she's one of the people that help gathers the will of the people for us to fight against Sunday because he's obviously, a bad guy. And she's like, no, it's not what the people want. She's definitely the voice of the people. And she does a lot of cool stuff, like we'll probably end up watching the boss fight for this final attack because it's really cool. They do a lot of cool things. You get to see all the cool characters from all kind of just all through the game kind of be in this one
Merge,
location.
right.
And they all kind of do this Avenger because don't forget, as soon as you kind of hit this point, you couldn't really leave. So that would clearly be a problem. So yeah.
It'd be like Hotel California.
Yeah. So before we start getting there, now let's watch the Cowboys trailer.
Okay.
We're about 3 videos till the end.
Cool.
We're there. But these last things here, peak. You thought this was peak? No. This is
because
peak.
it's a newer time. They've got better.
Yeah, and it's the conclusion to this planet, like the real conclusion. Let's just say it's pretty peak.
To a happy planet.
So this is the cowboy we saw that randomly showed
That
up.
was pretty cool cowboy.
Very old style. As someone who probably grew up with that kind of stuff more than I did.
Yeah.
This is a big deal, cowboy. Of course, it'll be dangerous. How big? IPC big enough.
I like how his eyes are literally hit markers.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Well, fudge.
So instead of cursing, he says stuff like the mother fudging of a nice lady. Or fudge. He'll say a lot of stuff like that. I'm not
Right.
kidding. Because he's supposed to be a cowboy. They curse all the time. So that's how the game deals with his cursing. It's like fudge.
Right.
You're the son of a nice lady. He doesn't. That's how his cursing does in game. It's really
Son of a
funny.
gun.
It's really. He's a really goofy character actually.
There's Warrior.
I mean, how did you show up a guy that just shoots? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And I do think it's cool that his gun literally becomes a hand cannon. Just fucking insane. He also.
I'll give you a chance. Aim here. Just kidding.
Yeah. Fudge head.
I'm pretty sure he was trying to say fucker there. I'm pretty sure.
No, it was going with shithead.
Oh my god. You Michael Jackson reference too?
Yes.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
So these are all IPC guys
Oh,
that can't
Lord.
catch the big award, obviously, because he's a cowboy.
Oh damn. Oh, that's cool. Shark. Might have been a P-51 Mustang.
Oh, you like how there was a bullet there? Very.
Oh, and the gun smoke.
Oh yeah, that was very good. Very cool character. There's not a lot to
Yes.
explain here. He just kind of shows up. He has something to do with the IPC, or he doesn't like the IPC, the tax people. I mean, clearly he's kind of not. I don't think he's a bad guy. He's more like a weird middle ground character again. But I mean, he's a cowboy. I mean, come on. Cowboys were never really on the side of the law, but they weren't on the other side either. They were never good guys, but they were never really bad guys. They were more like, it's about me.
Well, he wasn't wearing white.
Okay.
He didn't have the white cowboy hat. So
Yeah,
he
which
wasn't a good guy.
Yeah, okay, sir. I get you. I don't understand. I didn't get that reference. You explained it because I didn't watch that kind of shit.
Yeah, black is like bad Bart Billy. Bad Billy.
And he kind of has that effect, right? Very like
Yeah.
Billy the Kid.
Right. Yeah.
Very cool. In the story, he does have a lot going on. He does do a cool thing where he shows up and then he uses a signal to make other Galaxy Rangers show up to help us, which is very cool. He kind of does like, when I shoot this gun, when I shoot this signal, all the other Galaxy Rangers will show up here to help fight this. It becomes a really cool scene. It's really nice in the thing. Okay,
As soon as I show off my bat cowl.
yeah, so before we go forward, because now we're officially done with 2.2. Now we're going to be officially just on the current patch, or what's going to be coming right now.
Okay.
But before I do that, let me show kind of the fight, because it's a really nice cutscene ending. It's a very cool little scene, very Avengers-like. Okay, let me get it here. Okay. Kind of skip around. So basically, this is us figuring out what's going on with the other side of the world. This guy is a 4-star. Basically, he was kind of like the sheriff here. He's like a detective. He's like he always seems like a bad guy this entire time, but you find out he was actually finding out what the fuck's going on. But he's more like a detective. But obviously, no one really liked him, so he died pretty early. So basically, you meet some other people that used to be the original writers of the train. For some reason, a lot of them are here. For some reason, and they're like, we've been waiting for you guys basically the whole time and everything. And it has also something with Aquaran, and Aquaran's like, I came here for you guys, and he's like, yes, kind of like, we called you end our lives so we can move forward, so we're not trapped here any longer.
I like how they add the cowboy and how it deals with the train.
Yes, my boy, guys, this is why John's here. This boy's getting all the cool references. They did a lot of cool references like that, right? Yeah. Very cool. So basically, you're just going on closer. You're getting to the thing. Sunday shows up and he's all like, he's basically like, "Are you sure this is what they do?" And then in this part of the game, you get the Trailblazer is basically gonna be every element at some point. In the beginning of the game, you got the fire element version of the main character. In this one, now you get a harmony version and you fight with a hat, and it's very cool and everything. And there's this little clock guy that shows up. That's like the world's mascot, and only you can see it. And it's really funny because you have little moments where you're like, guys, you guys see this little weird clock thing behind you? And I was like, what the fuck are you on about? But only you could see it. But it exists. So it's really funny.
It reminds me of the clock thing is Loki.
Yeah, kind of. So basically here, she's becoming part of the Harmony here.
Okay.
Oh, the main character.
Is that a...
Yeah, see? That's the little clock guy. Everyone's like... And this is the main character's like, I become part of the Harmony now. And Sunday's like, I did not think that was gonna happen. I didn't think I was gonna give you a power up. But he's like, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna continue my stupid plan. You're dumb. So before you guys are heading towards the main stage. But this was Firefly. She was one of the characters you first met, but she has a secret identity I didn't tell you. You're about to see this character's secret identity. You wanna guess who she is before? Her actual identity. Out of all the things we've been seeing so far, who is she?
She's the one at the beginning with the red eyes.
Who? Oh, Sparkle?
No, not Sparkle. Who was the dark-haired?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you describe anything else? There's a lot of kids with red eyes here. Oh, you think she was Acheron, that one samurai girl? Is that what you think it is?
Yeah.
Oh, you thought? Oh, you talking about Black Swan?
No, yeah, Black Swan.
Oh no, she's not. She's actually somebody else. Surprisingly.
A new character, not somebody of a.
We haven't seen this character yet because this character's been part of the story, but this character has not been released yet.
In the background.
Yeah, but she was very part of the story. You would definitely have seen it. So
okay.
She's about to reveal it to you here.
Okay.
I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame. My feet.
She was a Stallion. She was the last Stallion hunter the whole time. That was kind of the last spoiler in the last patch. They showed that at the end because she dies and we're like, oh no! And then she shows up again and she's like, I meant to show you all along, and she becomes Sam. And we're like, oh, because before we get the reveal that she's this big powerful mech guy, she's all fighting Acheron and fights you guys, you know, like, so she's kind of doing this back and forth thingy. It's kind of odd, but she's definitely a good person. And when you forget why, because she's gonna be the new character on the next patch that's coming. And let's just say they set her up real good. Because since the beginning of the story, basically from 2.0, you meet her first. She's the first person you meet. She's getting chased by the cops, and you're like, oh, that's just weird. Let me help this random girl. You do that, and she shows you around the city. You guys basically going on a date. You guys basically go on a date for that whole patch. She shows you the previous parts of the city, and then eventually throughout the whole thing, she's kind of giving you bits and pieces about her story, why she's, you know, her, or what you know, more about her. But they don't exactly tell you why, you know.
Right.
So this whole time we still know she's this bad guy mech person, because Sam has caused a lot of bad things to happen. But she's this nice little girl. What do you mean? So yeah, you do all that. She takes you to the thing. You guys take a picture, and it's like this really sweet moment. You really fall in love with this character. They build this character a lot. Then we go to the patch 2.1, and in the story, she gets killed by the stupid death thingy, and she becomes goo. And we're just like, oh, like what the fuck? Out of nowhere. And then eventually, by the end of that part of the story, you get a cutscene of Acheron, the samurai girl, fighting the mech person. And we're like, oh shit! And the mech guy's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys. And it's like, what the fuck? And at this point, we still know it's Firefly. We have no idea.
Right.
That shit happens, and then we get to the next patch, which is 2.2, and then we find out, wait, Firefly was Sam the whole time, but you just died, and then you realize, oh no, the death thing he didn't, you know, because you can't die in Penacoi, it just sends you to that other side.
Right.
Where the side will know the exile people. Where they're like, no, we don't want to see you, you know? Stay out there, you know, stay there, you know, basically. So
yeah, you just want to live, you don't want to die, so you move over to the other side.
Yeah, basically. So that was a big deal. That was like a big what's it called thing here. So this is just them making their way to the stage to stop Sunday, basically. So somebody's like, you guys are still here, like, get out of my way.
Right.
It's like, are you guys gonna put it against me? Okay. I'm trying to see if they show the cutscene fight. I think they do, so I'll let it play for now.
107,336 stones. The almighty and powerful springs of harmony are at my disposal. The supreme tuner, harmonious choir,
Oh, damn.
The time has come. Creation will be reborn from the remains of the gods.
Done, huh?
Oh, the backup is here?
Radiant spirits, heed my word. Show no mercy.
Okay, so something interesting happens here. They're gonna show you here because it doesn't get a full cussing. Basically, he dies there, and we're just like, oh, we did it, guys. We go on the ship, and it's all nice. But then we're like, the main character's like, wait, something's off. Yeah, something's off. And they do a Dex Machina on everybody. We're like, wait a minute, this isn't what should have happened. And we find out the moment we killed him, it put us deeper in the harmony, and we wake up, and we're like, we were in the dream the whole time. And we're just like, wait a minute, does anyone remember what just happened? And you start from the very beginning of chapter of the 2.2, right. And you start meeting people, and there's a few people that recognize, wait a minute, we did this before, and it was Acheron, Black Swan, and you. And basically, you kind of re-meet everyone instead of you doing everything again. We had a very quick recap of everything, and everyone's re-meeting, and everyone's like, wait, guys, like, isn't that fucking weird? Like, we just, you know, and we're like, oh, you know, like, it was all in our heads, right? So, like, we need to go actually stop Sunday, because Sunday's trying to fuck with our minds. Be like, we actually won, but we didn't, you know?
Mind tricks.
Yeah, and the way they do this is by Acheron being like, this cycle will continue until, you know, we actually end it. So Acheron uses her thing ability to basically cut into the sky and completely open the harmony, where everyone's realizing, wait a minute, like, she kind of basically cuts down the curtain. Like, I see, this is what's actually happening, and everyone's kind of like, wait, what's going on? This isn't.
You're in a dream world.
Yeah, like, it's more whatchamacallit, basically, you know. So yeah, that happens. We let me see here. So Acheron does it. We show up for the final fight here. So I'll kind of show it here. I'll kind of explain what's happening here. Acheron cuts the sky, because she just cut the sky. So he shows up and he's like, oh, you guys fucked this all up. What the fuck? You know, basically. So everyone's like, this is our chance.
Pissed.
The moment they opened up the sky, this is our only chance to stop Sunday. To save everybody. So
right.
We got all the Galaxy Rangers coming. We got Robin in the background setting everyone up. This is us gonna set up with all the other guys here.
What you must do is ponder its significance, then return to the waking world.
Look at in the Jinxscape, Sunday can never lose. So we gotta go back in the real world and beat him in the real world. And that's where we are now. And he's like, oh, you fuckers, you fucked this up for everybody. So that's not what I wanted to show here. I wanted, actually, are they gonna show it? I think they are gonna show it, perfect. So basically when you get the half life health in the game, he basically does this big powerful attack. He's like, the power of a god, and he makes it where you guys can't move. And then Robin comes to the rescue. Because you can't, the only way to be Harmony is to use utter Harmony. So Robin is the last thing we need. She comes with the souls of everyone in Panakoi. So she comes in with all the souls of the people on the planet to help us fight. But and guess what? On the train. And you get to use the train in the boss fight.
Oh, cool.
Because they want the same thing. They want perfection for everybody.
So now he's actually colored and not white.
I had to become the lone star in the sky to guide them.
Even if that star must hang in a perpetual night of solitude.
If we had never experienced solitude, how could we have embarked on different paths? Now, our final talk has concluded.
Okay, this is him getting serious. He's about to go more powerful because I mean, obviously, right? He really believes what he's doing is right, so he's not gonna hold back. So he just became more of a Final Fantasy boss, basically.
If your paradise can save more people, sever my path with your hands.
I'm kind of sad they didn't show more of the fight, so I'm gonna show the. Is he doing it? Okay, I'm gonna show the there's a bit more they show in the boss fight, so let me just show the boss bit more of the boss fight because it's very good. Like every time you use the trade, a character says something else, and it's such a good fight scene.
Love the train.
So fight boss fight. Let's do boss fight. Okay. Okay. So
the true purpose of the charming
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit here. So they're showing the boss fight of the game. I'm gonna go through it too fast.
All things in this world have their human creations.
Okay, let's get to the let's get to the part that matters. This is the beginning part before she does the cutscene. Okay, here we go. The cutscene where the people show up. This is that was from the first time before you dodge or kill him, and now we're going to the actual time when you get him to low HP. Let me see here. Because you have to kill him several times. And okay, he has like 9 HP bars. He's a very what's it called character. Let me see here. Where is it? Oh, the stupid ult of the fucking. There's a lot of weird shit going on here. So let's keep going. I'm trying to get to the cutscene. Okay, here the Robin thing. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Those imprisoned in their dreams are awakening for freedom. Robin, is that you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get the part where he talks to the train multiple times. Everyone does a nice little like. They're all basically giving like Sunday advice, you know, because he's just like, why would you guys want all this? Why won't you guys want happiness? So it does a really good job of having that, you know, everything. And it's a very colorful game. I can't believe these games for phone, by the way. Alright, is he gonna just kill it? I guess I could just look up the train cutscenes. Oh, will they show it here? Let me see if I can get here. So he does his ult here is really cool. He does like a he basically touches the hand of God, basically. It's really cool. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see here. Okay, I think he's about to do it. Okay, I think he's about to do it. Yeah, you basically every time you take one of his shields down here, he gives you more shield to absorb the damage because he's literally about to release fucking Armageddon. Here it is. That was the hand of the Harmony God. So it has so it's very because look at he's like everyone here is weak. You guys all deserve to be guided. I'll guide you all to the heavens and all that shit. So it's very what's it called.
Right.
So that's basically what it's about. It is a cool cutscene. It's very emotional, especially when you got to this point. So it's very great. It's very cool. Okay, so now the rest of this is just stuff for the new patch that's coming, and it's quite good. If you like,
when is it coming out?
In 5 days. And it's great because that Firefly girl we've been talking about is gonna finally be playable. That's the girl I'm excited for. It's gonna be really great. And let's just say they're gonna finally show more background on some shit. So I'm gonna give you some conclusions before we get there, but I'll let you watch it for now. So look at this is basically the ending to the planet. This will be the ending to the planet. So this is the last 2-3 videos we got left.
It's much easier than being honest. Yet, I still want to try expressing my emotions as any ordinary person would.
Forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship.
Oh shit.
Look at Sparkle's been put the whole time. Now Sparkle's doing her plan.
Wow.
Because Sam left because he's like, I have something to do, and I definitely see what he's doing. Very mecha.
Wow, yeah.
Always remember, don't leave with any regrets.
So now,
So this is the second new character that's coming. So just Ivy from Soul Calibur, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash.
Even though very mommy, very mommy, very mommy. So she's also part of the IPC, by the way.
I saw that on the book.
It's been a while, little Yelena.
Oh.
I propose a toast. Since you care so much, speed up the countdown to the future of Penacony and the universe.
Oh damn.
Maybe Joker ship vibes.
As the next phase of the simulated universe.
Correction. It's a new subject matter.
He looks cool, I admit. He's very like Solomon Holmes kind of style.
Right.
As a robot. So this is gonna be the end of the Panagoy story. And so this is how you know how popular they expect this character to be. This character got 3 background videos. But everyone is like fucking disgustingly good. And you're gonna see why I love this character so much. So we don't know anything about her backstory. We just know she's a bad guy. She's this mecha stellar hunter who did a lot of bad things. No one knows why and everything. We don't really know who she is. She's been giving tips and ideas, and we're about to find out where her background and why she does what she does.
Good.
And let's just say it's pretty intense. It's not happy at all. And I hope you remember those bug guys, because now we're gonna get the background load.
The bug guys.
6710, please respond. I don't think they'll respond. What should we do?
That's a lot of mecha men.
Yes.
No matter what, we have to get in touch with the others.
If that's the case, it'll be faster this way, right?
Hey, you.
I understand. Article 4 of Glamoth's military regulations. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited. This way, we'll be discovered very quickly.
I'm thinking of
Even
Alita.
though we'll be punished.
You're exactly on the point, dog.
Can't be helped.
You're exactly on
Battle
point.
Angel.
How many times is this for you now?
I'm gonna definitely tell you about this character when we get past the next trailer, but you're gonna be like, holy shit. Enjoy this piece, because next trailer is nothing like this. It's not happy.
It's not serene.
Yeah, no, enjoy this. This is...
Oh crap.
God, these mech suits are sick as fuck.
That can't
though.
be good.
I like how they did the same voice actor for all the mechs. It's all the same voice actor. They all the robot voice.
Right.
A Firefly Type 5 personal escort model. Very nice.
Just keep in mind, they all look very similar. That's really odd, isn't it? They all look very similar.
The odd one out now.
You can't connect to command either. Why don't you join us?
No thanks. I'll just pretend I didn't see anything.
Look at it. It's prohibited to leave your cockpit. You stay in your mech. You never leave.
Right, because you don't know what's out there.
Be a civilian device. Even
Oh.
though it's no longer working.
What is
and
it?
the lens is scratched. If you look through the lens, it feels like looking at a whole different world.
Oh,
They found a camera. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
never seen anything like this before.
Oh, that looks like the ones I had back in the 70s.
Too. If everyone looked the same, how would we tell each other apart? Your hair is very unique. Thank you.
2670.
I've been growing it out.
Yeah, you've been growing other stuff out too.
Don't worry, I'm gonna explain this, and you'll be like, that makes so much sense. Just trust me. Trust me. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I'm not sure if I should put it up. Your turn. Are you really not going to say anything?
Comms are back up. Article 8. Surviving knights should immediately return to their units.
Very military here. Oh, she's taking one of the flags from the thing, tied in her hair before he leaves. Very nice.
She made a ribbon.
Looks nice. It really suits you.
I hope we can see stars on the next battlefield. Will we see each other again? Probably not. What if the war ends? Then we should be able to find each other.
It's pretty sad, dog. It's pretty sad. Especially when you're gonna see the next video, you're gonna be like, holy shit, dude.
She was the one that was left behind.
All a triumphant return.
Okay, we're just gonna go straight. We're just gonna go straight to the next trailer because it's gonna finish this off here for us, and it's the longest trailer they've ever released.
Oh wow, how long is it?
6 minutes.
Holy crap!
So pretty much double what everyone else has ever been.
Right.
But let's just say your eyes gonna be glued on screen. This is if you're gonna pay attention to any trailer, it's gonna be this one. And let's just say they're not gonna when it gets in.
Happy.
No, it's intense as fuck. It's very good. It's basically a movie, and I'm like, guys, just make a movie already. Like, so let's see what happens to all this war stuff.
I had a bad dream.
No bad dream here. That's a lot of swarm.
Wow.
On your feet. The target's straight ahead. Keep pushing forward.
There's clearly some big ass war going on here.
Holy crap. Oh damn.
That's
Big bug.
That's a big bug.
That's the mother bug.
Holy shit, that's a base like a mountain. That's ridiculous.
The swarm.
Oh shit. I don't think she's alive.
No. Put on some clothes, girl.
I'm going for the swarm mother. Copy.
Yep, swarm mother.
Witness. Activated when you see the signal.
That's a huge fucking bug, man.
So, oh shit.
Now commencing
New remorse.
Earth operations for Her Majesty.
Hey, you know what?
Atomic bomb.
I mean, yeah, nuke, right? In worst case scenario, nuke the fucker, right?
Yep. Just like Starship Troopers.
Literally, right? Literally. Oh my god. Jesus.
Not much left.
I would assume so after a nuke. I'm most surprised she's alive.
Yeah. Dead? Nope, just naked.
Jesus, man. That shit's fucking brutal.
Just you in a hellish landscape.
Well, yeah, he nuked up the fucking thing. Jesus, nothing left but death. Hey, the Swarm Mother's gone though, at least.
Born to fight. Such is the honor of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. For Her Majesty. Do we die?
You starting to see stuff here, John?
Uh-huh.
Seeing why they all look alike?
Aliens.
More like clones, but
Oh, clones, yeah.
very Star Wars. Very like, you guys are here to do one thing, and that's fight. You guys.
Yes. Clone troopers.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! More coming.
Oh.
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me.
Get your ass on it.
Like fireflies.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, new form for the mech.
Yeah. It's reminds me of Spock.
What the?
When he goes and they rebuild the planet from nothing.
So she literally.
Yeah, they
destroys
terraformed the planet.
No, she destroyed the planet.
Yes, but she destroyed it. Destroyed it.
Yeah. Hey, that's one way to get rid of the swarm, right? But that goes a planet. That goes a home planet. It's gone now.
So they just moved on.
No, I think everyone's dead.
The swarm isn't dead.
Oh, clearly, but I don't think a planet's anymore there.
You destroyed a perfectly good planet.
Fireflies dancing among the stars.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack. Let me
They
unpack
could have
it.
terraformed that planet and started over.
Not with the swarm there. I don't think they will. The swarm clearly wasn't dead yet, and that was just one of the swarm. Obviously, there was obviously more.
Plenty more.
But yeah, no. In terms of Firefly, so basically, she's from a planet called Goldoth. They are all all those people are clones made to do one thing. That's fight for them, Her Majesty. Which you don't know who that is exactly.
It's like the bees, like the worker bees.
Yeah, these people obviously the actual citizens of the planet didn't actually fight. They need people to fight for that planet. So that's why they were all like, "Oh, what's this thingy?" They have such a bad technology, but these people are like kids. They don't know. They only know one thing: fighting. They probably don't get to go out. They train, you fight, and that's it. You go back in the pod, kind of situation. So obviously, that's why she's like, "Why are we still fighting when the planet doesn't even exist anymore?" Because at that point, the planet's fucked. It's gone.
Yeah.
That war got to such a bad, which I'm assuming they didn't say, but I'm assuming it's gone. Everything's gone. You didn't see any other people there. Clearly, everything was a wasteland. There was nothing there. But yet they were still fighting. But like for what, right? For what? So basically, yeah, that happens. She's a pod person, and this whole time it was like, oh, we don't know anything about Firefly, and now everyone just feels really bad for her. Like, there's nothing left for her, right?
No.
She has nothing left for her to defend. She's just the last.
Now she's a warrior without a home.
Warrior without a home, and she's not even really human either. She can't really dream, and eventually, and I believe also she has a sickness where she eventually will pass away because these things, I think these beings were only meant to live for so long, because they're meant to do one thing, and that's fight.
Right.
They're not meant to live forever. You'll fight and die for the planet, right?
Right.
So clearly that hasn't happened. So she's probably been the clone, the longest one that's been alive. So everyone's assuming more and more she uses the suit that it's slowly killing her, you know. So eventually there's gonna be nothing left of her, right?
Right.
And obviously she's the only one that can use those suits, right? Isn't like the suit's gonna still exist without her, right? So that's just the big thing. She's just a really cool character, and she was such a it was a year back where we saw her in that Cockroach trailer where she showed up and so everyone was like really built up, and her being like showed halfway that she was Sam. Halfway was really Sam, this character we really like.
Right.
And so they're just building her up, and she's gonna be the brand new character that's coming out, and she's gonna be really strong. And I'm gonna roll for 100% because I think she's a great character. I said a bunch of free in-game currency to roll for her, and I'm gonna get her 100%. Like, I'm not even worried about it, and I can't wait to play her. She's gonna be my new waifu. Like Ice Mommy here, Ice Mommy right here is the side piece. Firefly Firefly is the girl we take home to mom. All right, side mistress. Firefly is wife.
Right.
Clearly. And she's a very likable character, right? And yeah, Georgie, John, that was the very last one we had. Before we end this video, is give in terms of girl characters, who really caught your eye? You can remember right now, you're like, oh, this character and this character, favorite girl characters.
My favorite.
Number one, we're just like, oh, this character just right
I'm
away.
bad with names.
Well, describe them for us, and I'll help you.
My first redhead.
Oh, Himiko. So this girl,
Yes.
we have Himiko, the redhead girl.
Yes.
You really like? I mean, of course she did. She's the only real redhead in the game, unless you're counting the guy. So yeah, that makes sense. And I seem like you really like to kind of like navigator with like
Yes.
joy thing.
Yes.
Okay, I be honest, I kind of predicted that. But why? I'm actually curious who else you like. I knew you were gonna like her. I already knew in my heart. Who you
also liked
the girl character. We'll save one a tier list for the guy characters afterwards.
the assassin.
Be more specific.
The one. Well.
Did she use a
She
gun?
was the second assassin.
Second assassin. Did she have the guns? Or was it the gaming girl? Was it the
It was
little
the
girl?
gaming, yeah.
The Civil War. You're talking about Civil War. We're talking about Civil War here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there the last one? Someone else you'd be like, this was probably a pretty good one as well. I really liked. And I'm getting hot. Those were two easy ones. You were like, oh, right away, I remember them. Was there one you're like, oh, I kind of like this one?
I liked. She was in purple.
Be more specific.
I
There's a lot of.
know. It's towards the end.
Was it the single girl? You think?
No,
Or was
not
it the swordsman? Oh, the swordsman girl.
Yes.
Acheron. Yeah, you were talking about the swordsman girl. Right?
Yes.
You were
Her.
like, yeah, I don't blame you. She's really like character. She's really cool. I mean, it's the most samurai of samurai. You know, not over sexualized. Very much like.
Yeah, Galaxy Ranger. That's it.
Okay, cool. Now let's talk about the guy. This is gonna probably be a little harder. Was there a guy character you were like top sick as fuck that you were like, this is sick? And a lot harder. The girl characters are so much easier to remember, right?
Right.
And there's so many more girl
Yeah.
characters. Was there a guy character you're like, oh, I would play this guy 100%?
I'm gonna have to go with Cowboy.
Ah, yeah, right. That is the most American thing. Was us? That makes sense, right? Very cool
Yes,
character.
yes.
Really funny breakdance shots. Fucking mother
then
fudging.
Second would be Vegas.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah.
I knew that this area was gonna get you. It's very American. It was probably the most. The
Right.
Chinese place was kind of like odd. Very, it was cool,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not our origins. Of course, we're gonna relate more to like the Vegas thing.
Right.
I'm surprised you didn't pick the Thunder guy. I think you kind of forgot about him. When you realized the other characters, like, oh, the gambler guy really cool, gun guy really cool, and probably someone else you probably forgot you probably would like that I know you said you like was the robot guy. The
Oh
school
yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Very cool guy who was all robotic, very like,
Yes.
very Sherlock Holmes kind of guy, or Holmes whatever, but he's a robot basically.
Robot,
with his
yes.
little
I always love
robot
I
monocle.
always love the robots.
Little robot monocle. What is it? Robot need a
Yes.
monocle.
He's like Mr. Peanut.
So I want to break this down again, guys. John's number one waifu is Himiko. Which I mean, well, actually, let's make this even easier. We'll Honkai Star Rail characters. Have them all on one screen and just be like, so I can show them. Star Rail characters. Characters? Character list. There we go. It should show me the list. Here we go. And I'm just gonna zoom in on it, and we'll kind of just go through more quick everyone here. Okay, guys. First, he said Himiko. So number one waifu is all girl here, Himiko. He likes redheads. We got girl here, Himiko. Number one. You said the second one was the second girl. You said she was. It wasn't that second girl. It was. You said it was someone. Oh yeah.
It was the purple. The.
I already forgot what the fuck.
Damn. She was.
Oh yeah, Civil War.
she had
Civil.
this-
Yeah, Civil War. The
Civil
gamer girl.
Wolf,
I
and
mean, look at
then
that. Look at that picture. Very gamer
Yes,
like.
Yes.
So that was his second, and
Civil Wolf.
his runner up was the Acheron,
Acheron.
which a lot of people are gonna hate you because everyone thinks Acheron's she's the newest big thing, so everyone's dick is really hard for her. So, and I mean, she is cool as fuck. She's very cool,
as
and
for
she's very
characters that I don't know.
yeah, and
I've only seen.
And she's better. But she's very meta. She's currently the most powerful character in the game currently. So I mean, of course it is, right? So for the guys, it was the original one, Cowboy, which I admit, even I'm like Cowboy. Tom, look at him! Look at that boy! He even has a robot arm and everything. Because I mean, how the fuck would you hold on to that? And I like how even his chest is just like a slot, like a vest, and then it's robotic. Very, very cool. Very cool. And then the second one you said it was Argenti, which I mean, look at this bastard. Look at him. Yeah. And I think even I like the gambling thingy. It's very cool. It's something I can relate to. I get it, even though I don't like to gamble. And then you said
the robot.
Oh, the robot, which we don't. I don't think I have a thingy for because he's not official in the game. Yeah, we do not. But his name is Screw'em. I'm pretty sure. Starwell. Screw them. Very cool name, by the way. I'll admit that. Very robot. Very look, he's even in the little.
Yes, look at that. He's even almost like a cowboy too.
Yeah. He's
cowboy
very cool.
Vibes.
Is he? This is him fighting. Actually, this is him fighting against Civil because they're both like hackers, kind of, which is very cool, right? Very cool. Right. So that is nice. I actually really like that. He's not in the game currently as a playable character, but I'm hoping he will be soon because very cool character. I think, and this is when the game first came out, what they kind of showed him as.
Right.
Very big jump, right?
Almost droid like.
Yeah, but now he's very.
Almost more humanish.
Yeah, and see, we have a icon of all three of the society people right here. We have we have all three of them here. We have the three genius people we know currently. The girl, Herta, and then Skullum. Right. Clearly not excited to be here. But yeah, no guys, that was John's tier list. John went 3 hours. That went way longer than I thought. And he's clearly drained out of his mind, this poor old man, guys. Like the video, support us, show John the love, so in the future he can join us. But this will probably be the longest reaction we ever do. Everything else in the future will probably be an hour at most. There's nothing this long to catch up with. Nothing I think. Everything I would want to show you, it's like, okay, here's a funny video I saw. There's a video that's really intense right now. And each video would be like 10, maybe 5 minutes on. So this will probably be the longest you ever do, John, in terms of reaction video. Right. You know, I'm looking forward. There's definitely something I want to do with you in the future. I have a favorite anime series. It's called the Fate series, also known as Fate Stay Night. It is my favorite anime series, and I think you would really like it. Before we leave, I'm just gonna give him a quick thing of it down. Basically, it's just a battle royale with heroes and villains from the past. So King Arthur, Hercules. Right. That's basically what the anime is about. So basically, a mage summons a ancient hero, and they fight for the Holy Grail that will grant them a wish. That's basically what the whole show's about. Right. And it's great because every single one of these heroic spirits. The show is basically you know, do you have a main character with a heroic spirit that you're gonna know with the entire series, and then they all fight with each one of the other ones, but the whole time they don't really tell you who each one of them are based off of, and you kind of slowly figure it out during the thing because it's a big deal. Telling your opponents what your hero actually is would work against them because you can find out their weakness and stuff. Right. So it's very nice to act, and the characters are really good. Not really a like edgy anime. It's very serious, very tough, and it's very sad, but also very good to watch. Beautiful cutscenes. I hope in the future you will join me again, and we'll just watch the trailers. And there's not many. We'll watch the opening of each anime, and that'll be it. Something that would literally take us literally probably 30 minutes, and the rest of it would probably me just describing it to you. It's very good though. The Fate series has a gacha game. I was part of the Fate series since back in the day from 2005, where nobody knew about it, and now it's one of the most popular anime series that exists right now. It's up there in like top 10 guaranteed. So it blows my mind. So I see all these casuals, and it makes me very sad because I was here when it was a baby.
Yeah, the beginning.
Because it was originally a hentai visual novel.
Okay.
That's what its original source is. Then it eventually became an anime without the hentai parts, obviously, and And it is very good. I can't wait to talk about it with you. That'll be a video for the future. Well, John, once again, thank you for joining me, John.
Oh, no problem. I had fun.
I know this was a very strong 3 hours and 30 minutes, but I hope you consider trying this game out. It's free. Completely free. You don't have to put any money into it unless you want to. Right. But in terms of playing the game, you can play it for completely free. And the game's all completable free and everything. It's on PC. It's on phone. You can just play on PC if you want. It's
on
very.
Steam?
Yeah. No. You have to go to the Honkai Star Rail website.
Oh, okay.
And it's a very fun game though. Very simple way, turn based. even has an autoplay mode. So when you don't want to have to completely be playing it behind, like you're just farming, like put it on auto mode, because that's what I do. When I'm farming just materials for my character, I just put the game on auto. So I just go in the fight and then I just press the auto button and the game
does its thing.
Does it, because it's a mobile game, but you can also play the game. But usually that happens during boss fights. And the important part, the game will not let you do it, and you actually have to play the game. But it's a really fun game. Very simple game to play and enjoy. And I'm telling you, I think you would enjoy it. It's a fun little story.
I would look forward to playing those characters.
Right. That'd be really fun, And honestly, the game's cutscenes are fucking immaculate. They really are. I think you would enjoy the game as just a fun little thing to decide. I think you would enjoy it, definitely. And then if you do enjoy it, you can join me in the future when I do roles for characters. It's really fun. I have a few other people I do roles with online and all that stuff, but it's really fun. But thank you guys once again. Everyone say yay for John. Thank you for being here as a 61-year-old man watching a anime game for probably a bunch of sweaty, like 20-year-old fucking weeb boys. Thank you for being here, John. Everyone, once again, please clap your hands for John. Show your like, show the support for him. And I hope tell me how I described half the things wrong. Go ahead. I know you guys will. And yeah, once again, John, thank you so much. And once again, guys,
thank you.
And once again, guys, this is Sonic Sam. Remember, guys, there's only 2 kinds of people in this world. Become the third. I'll see you next time.